All right, recording is done. That part I don't have to worry about for the rest of the session. Awesome. Okay, so a quick recap. So where we last left off, this is pure mayhem, but the team's done good. The team's doing awesome. The Balgara's done an excellent job of just haranguing the heck out of the Marilith, but Sterling is basically sitting in the front row seat of like a King Kong versus Godzilla battle right now, which is relatively concerning. What else has been going on? This guy here, who's a very heavily armored orc, hasn't been touched yet, but he's definitely got a pretty high AC. From what Therman's been throwing his way, it's been, it's not found purchase just yet. We also have, really the reason that the Marilith is there is Imrus, who is up here, the little quaint drow that is kind of keeping a little bit of distance but seems to be getting a little bit more involved. Also, we had our shadowy assassin that ripped into Micah and has done some pretty horrific damage. But as this being entity thing has hit Micah, upon hitting, there was this sphere of black darkness that has just kind of congealed within her vicinity. It doesn't look like it has appendages or moves or anything like that, but it is darkness that takes up a 5-foot square. Whatever it is, it can't be good. It could be cover, who knows. What else have we got going on there? We've got Therman's kitty is currently within range of our drow kind of antagonist over here. I don't think anyone has hit her just yet. She's got that uncanny knack. She looks very similar to Nesna, that she seems to have that illusory aspect to her, that she just kind of shifts and changes as people are trying to attack. All of the attacks have been at disadvantage so far, which has been funky. Who else is going on? The caller is just raining on with demonic King Kong, which is also nice. I've also just popped in a little, I don't know if you want your imp or familiar floating around, but he's there
definitely.
just in case you want to.
Yeah.
So that, I think, brings us to where we are so far. As the battle's been going on, I know there's some crazy ambience and sound that's going on. Matt, if you do want a little bit of sound, there's a thing that I just popped up in Discord in the tavern, just a duo of tracks for a little bit of ambient sound and noise.
Lovely.
But as the battle's kind of continuing on and starting to amplify and get noisier and louder, from the direction that you've heard more fighting coming from that direction. It was almost like there's a flanking element that has come in behind you, but from the sounds that you're hearing, that the local militia or the people that were holed up in the Red Brand Keep with you are obviously back in and ready to fight. So let's take it from the top of the round. The fight continues.
Sorry, Cam.
Yeah.
Cam, just before you start, can you just point out who's who, like who's this and who's this and
Absolutely.
who's this sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. So let's go through our team first. So our newer addition, which is the caller, and her familiar or imp at her side, is just kind of pocketed up here on a rooftop to get a higher view. Lara and Kaelin we know well, and Nesna a little bit higher up to the north. Micah, that was being played by Sai, who's not with us tonight. I'll NPC, but Micah's looking like she's taken some heavy damage from this shadowy assassin thing, but she did manage to hex it, hence the little symbol on it. So she managed to unleash a hex. Sterling managed to take out this odd kind of purple-skinned being straight off the bat with a very intense flurry of attacks, which took it completely and utterly out of commission. But just to quickly recap, this is Therman. Therman's currently in his giant hyena form and is tanking like a boss. Imrus is just over here, and she was the one that obviously summoned the Marilith. She's the one that was holding that tome, which for some reason when I listened back to this, I kept calling it a tomb. Sleep deprivation does amazing things. Imrus is up there, and we've also got her muscle. So a very heavily decked out orc who is swinging a very large mace. Currently at Thamand is at the bottom here, and then we've got the Clash of the Titans down the bottom here with the Marilith and also with the Balgura as well, which I think the Marilith has killed one Balgura but is now getting stuck into its second now.
Yeah, I guess like 7 turns around.
Second one should be fresh because I think I summoned it on that round. It's a brand new Balgura. I don't know if it's hit yet.
I think it's taken a little bit of damage. I did note some damage that got stuck into it, but it's still got 43 of 68, so he's still kicking.
Sorry, can I just ask, who is this?
Cool. Okay, so that it's not a person. It's just a mote of darkness. It's like a not cylinder. It's like a sphere of just congealed darkness that is taking up that space right now. So it's not a person. It's just a patch of darkness that has manifested when this shadowy thing has attacked and hit Micah. It's generated this weird thing. It's just apparated out of thin air.
Is it magical
some sort of spell effect?
Some sort of magic effect.
Caitlin
Is
can
there
see
anything inside that sphere?
Sorry, what was that, Caitlin?
Is there anything inside that sphere?
You can't see through it.
I can see through magical.
Oh, you can see through it? There's still nothing in it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Always good to check.
Always good to check. All right. So I guess we'll take it from there. We'll get stuck into it and go to the top of our next round, which is going to be Lara coming in at the top, because I did note down the specific numbering throughout the initiative, but I just kind of jotted it down off memory, and it's not quite the exact numbers, but it is the same sequence. So, Lara, you're up.
So yeah, I believe actually from there I still got line of sight to Marilyn, because I can't say the whole name.
Yes. Mazza is still within eyeshot. She's hard to miss. She's pretty. She's big.
I thought it was a Marilyn.
It is Marilith.
Okay, well then we're just gonna call it a Marilyn because pronunciation. All right. So that's cool. So that's gonna be my sharpshooter crossbow.
All right.
Which I do believe is what I was attacking with last time. I have. Oh, it comes up weird. So does a 19 hit?
That's a good question. It hits. That hits.
Cool. And for some reason, it's added my damage weird.
Has it thrown in the?
Oh no! It's added sneak attack.
That's what I was thinking. And sneak attack is relevant. She's within 5 feet of an ally or 2 allies. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So I do 26 damage if it hits.
Correct.
Did someone just groan at me?
It definitely hits.
Wayne?
It's 22 damage. Because you, from my understanding, from the way the bow works, you can't do necrotic and sneak attack unless it's been upgraded or something.
That's what I was trying to remember, if it was one or the other, because it's wielder cannot sneak attack when this weapon continues to manifest necrotic energy.
Ah, that's right.
Well, next time you upgrade the bow, get that removed.
Get that removed. It's a nice thing to add. Okay, so 22 points of damage. So as that first shot streaks off and kind of finds its mark and kind of smacks into the body of the Marilith, it doesn't do as much damage as you would hope it would. These things are pretty tough.
Of course it is. All right. I'm still gonna shoot it again because I'm not getting any closer to this thing. Does a 17.
17 misses. 17 misses.
Oh. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And that is it for me.
Okay.
No, you get another attack.
Now what do I get
One
another
more
attack?
bonus.
Because you're a high level fighter, you get 2 attacks and then you get your bonus action.
I can bonus. I have bonus action. Oh yeah.
The first two are your actual action. You've just attacked twice on one action. Now you get a bonus action.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I think it was Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
I can't roll my eyes further back into my head like they are rolling right now.
I was wondering what that sound was.
And that was a definite shoot miss.
That's a tough shot. It just those two shots, like the second one, it's on target, but just the natural armor of these Mariliths it's formidable. So it hits, but it doesn't pierce. The second one just completely careens off to the side. I think that's it for Lara.
Yep.
All right, moving over to Imrus. So she's been sitting back. She's been, from what you would imagine, she's just kind of concentrating on keeping the Marilith in play. But she's going to start changing things up a little bit here. She's going to use an inherent ability that she has, which is Otherworldly Leap, which is just going to send her up and over I think it's a panther. The panther will get an attack of opportunity to swing at Imrus as she kind of launches up. I envision it like from Ghostbusters, if anyone remembers Sigourney Weaver as Zool, when she kind of jumps over the Ghostbusters and kind of lands in her high heels. I'm imagining the exact same thing. So I'm not sure if if you've got the deets on hand for the panther, but if you have, do you want to roll them? But if not, I can do that for you. Oh, there we go.
I think it missed.
It missed. Damn it. It was a good shot. This girl's wily. She is wily. So she's going to launch and she's going to land just over here. So she's cleared over the panther and she's now going to turn her attentions towards Kaylin.
Oh dear.
I mean, no. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Sure.
She is going to just smirk. For having her eyes bound, she definitely seems to have a very strong sense of exactly what's going on around her. She's going to hold that one hand and it's going to ignite with necrotic energy. And she's going to use her sorcerer's ability to twin the spell. She is going to cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level as a twinned spell. That comes in as... Okay, I think the first one is a 20.
So just give me a second because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do shield. Here's my staff again. Yeah, so shield, so that will miss.
Cool, and that takes you up to, was it 24 for your AC?
Plus 5, I think. I can't find the spell now.
So 19. So that'd make you 23. Oh no, 24.
24, yeah.
Okay. Let's roll the second one. No, not that one. This one. Ooh. Which will be a 19. On the first one,
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm going to use...
Oop, shit. I just realized I've had the music from Discord playing through the speaker downstairs rather than through my actual headphones. There are several people asleep down there, or I don't know what they're doing down there, but they're in bed.
Was that... Oh, 23. Doesn't make it. So as both of the hands come forward, wreathing with necrotic energy, they just meet the shield spell and are just held there crackling as she does not look happy about that at all.
Just a clarification. So when I cast shield as a reaction, is it just for that one hit, or does it carry on until the end of the turn?
I think it continues on for the entire round.
To the
Okay,
start of
cool.
your next turn.
Perfect. Okay, I completely forgot whether or not that was the case. So I just wanted to double check, thank God.
Nice, yeah. Well dodged. Okay, Micah. I am... Oof. She's in a bad spot. I think she is going to
Cam,
try.
do you mind if I
Go for
I
it.
have some suggestions.
Go for it.
Well, she can either do one of two things. She can either Misty Step out, or she can use Mantle of Inspiration, which will allow up to three people to move. To use the reaction to move. Sorry. It grants 8 temporary hit points, so it's a bonus action. Grants 8 temporary hit points, and up to 3 creatures she can see, including herself, can move within 60 feet
Ooh.
without provoking attacks of opportunity. So if she picks 1 herself and 2, I don't know, Kaylin, and 3 somebody else, we can all move without being whatever, and she gets out of attack of opportunity range, and that's just the bonus action. Never mind the fact she can still cast a full spell. 'Cause that's
Right.
an inability.
I think that might have been with the build that had the Bard in as the class. I think the one that Sai went ahead with was the Fighter, 7 levels of Fighter.
Ah,
So
really?
I think she's still got Misty Step, is still definitely an option, as well as... Actually, I think Misty Step is it. I think that's...
Oh, I see it. Sorry, I picked the wrong one. Okay, yeah.
Oh, good. Can I actually...
Yeah, alright,
trade
Misty
this
Step.
one?
I mean, I can see it. Misty Step.
Yep, nice. So she's going to go ahead and move 30. Oh, where to, though?
6 squares. She go join
Maybe.
Kaylin if she wants to be or not.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. Maybe up in this direction. We're just kind of trying to get out of dodge. And I don't know if she's got any long range stuff. She has got a longbow.
Or she could attack first, then Misty Step.
She could. She could. Yeah, we'll do that instead. From that spot, she is going to swing the Glaive of Warning. I'm just going to have to roll this manually.
I can do it for you if you want.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
AC 15.
15 misses. It just seems to swing through ethereal shadow. Actually, I think she's got 2 attacks. She wants
Yeah,
to
she would.
swing a second
again.
time.
Why she only got +6 to hit? Oh, because she's not a strength-based fighter.
Ah. Ooh,
It's a weird build.
it is a weird build.
Alright, I'm gonna class 19.
19 will hit. 19 manages to take some purchase and do 13 points of slashing damage. Nice.
Magic weapon and launcher day. I can't be surprised. Alright, no worries. Then she would move
And then-
6 squares.
Bamps out to that point. Okay. And that brings us immediately to her attacker.
Can still move. She can still move.
Oh, she can still run. Where's she going to go
If she
to?
wants to run around the fence, I don't know.
Yeah. Or at least kind of head back towards Nesna, maybe. Alright, what does that put her at? Ooh. Gives her a bit of distance. How far can this thing move? Ooh, okay. Alright, let's see what happens. So, this shadowy being just seems to walk up and into that little pocket of darkness and is gone. see what the range is on this thing. Bear with me for just a second. Okay, nice. That will end its turn for now. Sterling, back to you.
Alright, Sterling shouts to Caitlin and asks, can she see the guy in the darkness?
Can I see the guy in the darkness?
You cannot. You saw the figure step in
No.
and it just disappeared.
Alright, I'm going to go around. I'm going to kite around.
Nice.
And then, weirdly enough, I'm going to shoot Imrus a whole bunch of times.
Why not? Not a bad idea.
Alright, here we go. I'm not going to use sharpshooter. I'd rather, I know because she's got the displacement.
She does, yep.
Here we go.
So it's with
Oh,
disadvantage.
shit, yeah, sorry. I used sharpshooter accidentally.
Oops.
So it's actually, so if I add a 5 to it, it's actually armor class 23. But let me just change, just hold a sec. Alright, here we go. So armor class 20 would be the lowest hit.
The lowest hit. That hits. 13 points of...
Yeah. Alright, so
As you
of
hit as
magical
well...
weapon damage. That's,
As you hit as well, you notice that
Sorry?
that weird effect, that weird kind of distorted effect, it stops. She seems to be a bit more vulnerable now.
Right.
okay. Now, was she like concentrating on a spell?
In theory, yeah, I've already rolled and she's still holding up.
Cool. Alright, so now I'm going to sharpshooter and hit her
Okay,
second time.
nice.
Armor class 25.
That'll hit. 18
I
points
only
of
rolled
damage.
a 1 on damage,
But
great.
it was still 18.
Alright, so take 18 points of damage.
Pretty amazing. So that shot fires off and manages to pin her right in the chest. She reels back. She looks really unhappy with what's going on. Drow always look unhappy. Sorry, Kaylin, but they do.
I shout to her, maybe it's time to withdraw. Come back another day, love. And I shoot her again. Armor class
Man.
20.
Oh, that's
Class
nice. Now that's some
Epic
damage.
killer.
Take 23 additional points of damage.
That's huge. You can see that she's starting to look injured now. The second bolt embedding again into her torso. She's starting to hunch over, and you can see that she's definitely in pain.
Third bolt, because all 3 hit. Is that right? Or
The first one was the roll with disadvantage that hit, because 20 was the lowest roll. Then the 25 and the
Correct.
25. Yep, so they've all taken effect.
cool. All right. Well then, that's all I can do.
Nice.
3 attacks. Actually, hold a sec. Let me think of this once more. Let's just look. I've still got 2 superiority dice. All right. I'll do a trip attack. Actually, no, because that would give Kaylin disadvantage. Nope. Precision. Damn it!
Not
I don't know what to do.
necessarily. My next plan might not require her.
Alright, so I will do a tripping attack. She's got to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Strength saving throw is DC 15.
DC 15. It's not going to be good. Oh no, that looks terrible.
Alright, well, she's now prone on the ground and she takes an additional 5 points of damage.
All right. With something for prone.
Well, now I have disadvantage to hit her, don't I?
Well, I mean, if you're using a targeting spell, yeah, I guess so. But a non-targeting spell, or a dex-based spell, or a whatever.
Or if
What do you
you're
prefer?
meleeing.
Eldritch Blast is my bread and butter.
Alright, other targets? I don't know. Sorry, I just wanted to do something. Sorry. I didn't realize, otherwise I would have not done that.
Just double checking if they're prone and I do a melee, then it's
Advantage.
disadvantage or advantage? Advantage. Okay.
We've got a Yeah, you've got advantage if you're meleeing her.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
That's me. I'm
Nice.
done. Moving away from Marilith would be pretty bad. So that's it.
Yeah. All right. That gives us Kaylin. She's up. You've got this this petite little drow that potentially just tried to do something extremely horrific in your general direction, but you managed to keep her at bay, which was pretty awesome. And now she's literally on her knees in front of you.
No. Okay. So Kaylin's just gonna smile. And cast Booming Blade, which means if let's see, attack with my short sword with advantage.
Have you cast Hex yet?
25?
Or
No,
maybe you want to Hex her first. I don't know.
I
Do
was
more
gonna
damage.
misty step away if I don't kill her.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Yeah. So does a 25 hit?
25 will hit. Correct.
So 14 plus 1 thunder damage. Wait, no. Is that 2? 1. This is additional damage. 14 plus, is it 6 damage?
That's if she moves on her next movement. So thunder damage does that first hit, and then if they move, then it will trigger a second raft of damage on them.
Just be aware she's a high level. It's high level now.
Yeah,
So when you reach a certain level, 5th level, it did an extra 1d8 damage to a target on a hit. Yeah, it's what. Because we're above 5th level now, so it actually does an additional. It does 1d8 thunder damage just on the hit.
Yeah, just on the
Yeah.
hit, and then the 2d8 if she moves.
Okay, so it's the 14 plus 1 at
Nice.
the moment then?
It hits and it
15
hammers
damage.
home. She looks very damaged, but she's still alive. She's still moving.
Well then in that moment...
No, it's not. It's not +1. It's +6.
Oh, plus 6?
Actually, no. My apologies. +1.
Okay.
Yep.
These are confusing.
They
these
are.
new formats.
Booming blade can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, so I've hit, she's still up. I'm just going to smile again, wave, and then I'm going to stab. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, 30 foot this way.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She's still prone as well. Oh, but that brings us to the Marilith in the room. Okay, so at this point, the Marilith can definitely tell that the tide of the battle is going in the wrong direction, and these things are quite calculating. So straight off the bat, here it is going to go ahead and launch its tail attack at Sterling. See if it hits. I don't think that hits. That looks like it was a terrible roll.
I think it's
this
a
is-
save.
Sorry?
A save DC 19.
No, only if she hits
Only
me.
if she hits.
She missed me. She
She
rolled.
missed.
She hit me at armor class. She rolled a 2.
She rolled a 2. That's lucky. Okay, and now infuriated that she's missed with that, she's going to, out of the 6 attacks, she's going to launch 3 of her longsword attacks in Sterling's direction. Let's see what that comes back with. 18, 25, and 15. So I believe the first 2 hit,
That's correct.
but the last one does not. So 30 points of slashing damage all up out of those hits.
Ow.
And seeing you as the bigger threat, she's going to unleash the last 3 in the same manner. That's going to be a miss, and 1 hit for 19 points of slashing damage. She almost looks like she's getting flustered, and with Imrus looking damaged. It's like a tether to this realm is starting to look shaky. But she does a fair amount of damage in a single round, but she definitely doesn't seem as threatening as she previously did. Brings us to Thermand.
So just checking, if my target's already prone and I try and use pounce, do I still get the bite bonus action?
If she's already down, you could, I'd imagine, if you're covering the distance and you're launching a bite attack, that attack would have advantage.
No, because the way that it works is, like if you cover the distance, you get a claw attack, and if that hits, you knock them prone if they fail it, and then you get a bite for a bonus action. But if she's already prone,
She's already prone.
so yeah. If the target is prone, the Panther can make one bite attack against it as a bonus action.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, look, I would say because she's already prone, you're going to be able to hit with that claw attack with advantage. I like your chances of being able to hit, so I would say that it's highly likely that you'll be able to get that bite in there too.
Sweet. I can't grab either of my tokens.
Oh. Let's check that real quick. Let's save that. Okay, the giant hyena should be back, and so will the panther.
There we go. Awesome. Alright, the Panther's gonna run up here and then run all the way back down.
Nice.
Alright, 19?
19 will just hit. Yes.
Oh, it's combined the slashing damage with it. So, I guess we'll go for the 4.
Nice. So as it's almost like the instinct of the panther is kicking in as it kind of falls onto this this fallen image that's in front of it. How do you want to do this?
Just like straight onto the back and grabbing the back of the neck.
Nice. So as the panther just kind of pounces on, she's like rolling, trying to get up onto her feet, and the panther just does that instinctual jump, takes the jugular and starts ripping into it. But as you're ripping into, or the panther is ripping into this figure, things start changing. You notice that the flesh is starting to split. You can see that the neck is getting bigger, and after a while, the panther can't even seem to really hold on anymore. The figure is just shifting and changing, convulsing and kind of breaking and snapping, and the flesh is starting to rip apart. Drow have very kind of dark, dusky skin, but the flesh that's coming out in relief is much darker. Bear with me for just a sec while I change this over. This thing, it's hard to imagine how it was contained within this body. It is large. It seems amorphous. It looks a lot more demonic. You can see small runes kind of igniting in like this lava red, the eyes burning red as they're no longer bound with these leather straps. It looks like a former vestige of her, but this thing is something else. This is definitely something else. But as a giant hyena, you've definitely it's still prone. I'm going to say it's still definitely prone. It hasn't gotten up yet, but you can follow up with your claw attack. Where's that icon gone? There it is. If anything, it's a bit closer now.
Alright, well, I guess I'll take that bite attack.
Nice.
20.
A 20. Nice. 20 hits.
Cool. How's that orc next to Thermand looking?
He is looking untouched.
Huh. Would I, since I'm a large creature, would I have any issue attacking the prone demonic figure on the roof?
You'd have to get up onto the roof, which would pull an opportunity of attack. If you moved to just that kind of point there, you'd be kind of on that halfway point, kind of like pause trying to reach up onto the roof. So you won't be able to quite, I'm going to say won't be able to quite reach it. So it's either going to be stay in contact with the orc or sacrifice the opportunity of attack to go for the prone figure.
Alright, I'm going to take the opportunity attack and get up on the roof.
All right. It will take a swing. It's only one swing. Oh, 16.
16. It misses.
It's the AC for the giant hyena is 12, isn't it?
16.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I've got my barbarian fits where I get to add my constitution and...
Ah, nice. Okay. So 16 meters. Oh, so your AC is 16.
Yep.
Okay, so that hits.
Still a hit.
What was that saying, Isaac? But meets
So
it.
it doesn't have to...
Meets it.
Oh,
Beats
meets
it.
it, beats it. Shit, I did that the other way.
All right, 13 points of slashing damage as this massive mace just kind of grazes into the side of the great hyena as it's just kind of scrambling up to take advantage of this this figure.
Oh, well, half that because I'm still raging.
Nice, well done.
And where is my giant hyena thing gone? Cool. Gonna go for another bite. It's still prone.
Yep, still prone.
Fuck.
12. Doesn't quite make it. So you kind of bite into it, but this thing seems to be tougher flesh than what she was previously.
I think that's me.
Nice. All right. Brings us back to our orcish friend, who seems all alone now. That his quarry's kind of jumped up onto the roof. From what you can tell with his kind of reaction, you can see it's odd. He's not entirely sure what the hell's going on up there. Which way is he going to go with this?
Didn't know you worked for demons. I thought you worked for the drow. Imagine what happens. They find that you actually been looking. The demons been controlling you.
Okay, he's going to run towards Sterling to try and unleash. He's got 2 attacks that he's going to swing with. It's this big chunky mace, larger than usual mace. Oh Jesus! Okay, so one's a 21,
That hits.
and one is a 20. Jesus. Okay,
Both hit.
let's see what we got.
How feeling today, Sterling?
Ooh, 14 and an 8. Jesus. So it's a 22 total of damage on Sterling. So the 2 mace hits thunder into him. He's just kind of buckling and falling onto the floor. I feel like this hasn't happened since like that first time in the Goblin Cave ages ago. I think on the first session. But that will end its...
Sterling goes down.
he is down. That ends the turn for the orc and brings us back to the caller.
Can I see Simon's character, or is she behind cover?
That's a good
Given that I am
question.
also on a...
You're on a roof. She's at lower elevation, so you've got a giant hyena, some demonic-looking bitch.
Yes.
The house, and Micah's on the other side of it. So yeah, she's out of vision at the moment.
No problem. Question. I have a staff and a rod in my self-given equipment loadout. Can I
Wow.
have them be conjoined in a single item? But I'll still use the 2 attunement slots.
Oh
but
yeah,
of
so
course,
you've strapped the rod to the stick. I think that's extremely practical.
Yeah.
You pulled out your duct tape and just...
The staff is like actually 2 scepters taped together. Like.
She is well versed in the gods of Bunnings.
She will pull out a white, like, sort of like white dolomite smooth stone staff with an amethyst tip. And looking at Sterling on the ground and the demon, basically the cornucopia of demons on the field. She just muttered her invisible imp. Valletta owes me so many lunches when we get back. And her staff will glow with purple light, and she will say, Fickle beacon and dancing star, Lord Kaifon, turn your face upon us and shine your light upon your servitors, the willing and unwitting alike. And with her Staff of Healing cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh, nice. What is your range for mass heal wounds? How far does it get to reach?
It's a 60-foot range and a 30-foot sphere, so it will catch everybody except Sai's character, basically,
Oh,
of my choice.
nice.
Like,
Okay.
it'll definitely catch, the Hyena, Sterling, and
Yep.
Balgura.
Sterling is back
Yeah.
up.
So that's
How much healing?
3d8 plus 4, 1 second. 20 hit points to all three
Nice.
as a explosion, or shall we say a shaft, a 30-foot wide beam of purple light just shine down on the battlefield.
Awesome. I'm going to add it to the Balgura for you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice. That's way better.
I just go, Sterling, what's happening?
What?
Then I'll just, oh, never mind. I'll command my two demons. I'll tell the Balgura to stay within range of the Marilith, but go and attack the Orc. And I will tell the Imp to dash towards the Imrus demon to start harassing and giving the help action to the Hyena.
Nice. So the Balgura should... I think you've got the ability to move him, but he's basically moving into that spot to... do you have a preference to attack the Marilith over the Orc? Okay. Hit the Orc.
I suppose the demon. I don't suppose the could help us.
Or what do you want the Imp to do?
Help us with the orc.
Oh, sure. I guess, yeah. He also can't do it this turn, but...
Yeah, you can't reach. So.
Nice. Actually, given the caller's background, give me a perception roll for the caller.
Oh god, she's not good at perception.
Mm-mm.
Like,
It was Arcana or Religion.
Actually, it could...
Oh!
Okay, actually, I'm
Damn
going to
it.
call it perception.
can I help?
Oh,
Yeah,
no!
19.
You
Oh,
get
There's a
caught
9.
up.
So,
There is an inkling, just given your background and your kind of discipline within the temple as well. Something just seems different about this scenario, but with the perception, you just can't quite get your finger on it. It's not quite forthcoming. All right, back over to Nez Nar.
Balgura has to attack the Orc.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. My bad. Let me get some stats for Balgura.
Gotta ring out all the numbers I can.
Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so he's going to go reckless, and he makes 3 attacks, and he's going for the orc. Ah, that's the one. And 1 with its bite, 2 with its fist. Okay, so the bite
Nice.
is definitely going to hit for 11 points of damage. The first hammering fist, it's just like watching a very angry orangutan go to town, or a silverback gorilla go to town on something much smaller than itself. It pummels the hell out of that guy. -9. So what was previously not touched before is starting to look like a crampled can. It's just battered, looking really, really not just bloodied. He's looking a lot more bloodied now, but you can see he's hardy of constitution. He's definitely got some fight left in him, but yeah, he's definitely looking worse for wear after that attack. Very nicely done. Nesnar, where is it? There it is. Has he got the slot? He has the slot. He is going to move up and kind of spend a bit of movement to climb up onto the roof, and he's going to try and capture both the demon and the orc with hypnotic pattern. It's time to do something interesting with it. So it is going to be with save 14.
You probably lightning bolt all three of them, actually.
Ooh, orc passes, but our friend here.
Shit. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That was our big shot.
With save, where are you? Come back here, Wisdom. See how this goes.
Ooh.
He fails. So our demonic friend hasn't.
She concentrating?
You would imagine concentrating, but as she kind of moves into a stupor, you see her. She hasn't risen off the ground yet, but she's definitely affected. You would think that the Marilith would go. Actually, I will get Sterling. I'll get Nesnar to do it as well. Sterling and Nesnar, just to make a perception roll, as she's dazed. She's definitely, that's taking effect, that she's kind of not with it anymore. But the Marilith is still
Oh,
up.
God damn it!
It's still there.
Oh, I'm proficient in perception, and I can't do
Oh,
it.
shit. Wait, let's see what Nesnar does.
Oh shit.
Perception. Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's not daytime. It's still dawn. Why did that roll with advantage? I'm not entirely sure, but hell, we'll take the 23. So Nesnar, as he's seeing this and very well versed in magic, he's expecting to see the Marilith disappear as his hypnotic pattern takes effect. But he just notices that that tome on still affixed at the hip is still emitting this weird light. It seems that is somehow keeping this summon up and running, and he's going to quickly call out and point and just shout out, "Tome! Tome!
Tomb?
Tomb!"
On you, hyena.
And with this, he's going to jump off the roof, just in a vain attempt to try and not die. Brings us back, and yeah, Thermand, you definitely would have picked that up as well. So, and definitely because Nesnar's pointed it out now, it's very evident that that seems to be the source of what's going on with the Marilith. Brings us back to Lara.
My number's just gone from 20.
4 to 48.
Why is it?
I
Yeah.
don't know, but I can change it.
That's fine. You're still first.
You're still first. You're just first by a lot.
I mean,
now.
yeah. Wasn't complaining. I was just curious at this point. Okay. Anyways, so I'm still gonna go for a friendly little Marilith down there. Cause I just love seeing my bolts sticking out of them.
Nice. Marilith, nice.
12.
12 does not manage to pierce. Just kind of ricochets off. Doesn't find any purchase.
So a 19.
19 will
Or-
hit.
For it's just a straight 20 damage.
Cool. Again, you notice it hits home and it's good. Manages to hit in between some of the scales, but just doesn't do the damage that you'd expect it to.
Not magical. Gosh.
It is a magical bow.
Yeah, All right, assuming if it was a regular Marilith, your magical weapon would work, but something else is going on here.
So I need to stop shooting it and shoot something else?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just shoot the book.
Shoot the what?
The book. The tomb.
Shoot the one.
The
That
tomb. You heard me.
or-
The thing it's carrying, or shoot the orc. One of the two.
Where's the tome?
The
Like
tome.
Nesna said, tome.
Who's carrying
Tomb
the
tome.
tome? Imrus or Meryl?
So it's attached.
Former Immerus.
Former Imarus, you can still see around its waist. Well, it's hard to see from down there, but with Nesnar shouting it out, it's still attached, a chain around this demon's waist. The tome's still there, attached to its waist, even though it's kind of still prone, and now it's been hypnotized as well. You can see that there's still this very large book that is hanging off the side of it.
Hanging on the side of this
don't shoot-
giant thing
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So don't shoot the giant thing because it's asleep. But either shoot the book or shoot the orc.
here. Fine, orc. Yeah. Orc it is.
Orc is down there.
15.
15 misses.
You can
Just
use
cranks off the
you can
plate.
use what you call it.
Precision.
You can use it. You can use the battle master thing to improve your
Battlemaster.
attack. Proficiency. What's it called? Improved.
Precision
Oh,
attack.
hold on.
Something's happening. She's doing something.
Precision attack.
What do you mean precision attack?
Remember you got maneuvers. You got a battle master.
Oh,
Remember those ones?
you want me to use my
Yeah, I think it's been a
superior-
while. Well, you get an extra D8, so you may improve the attack roll from
Nope.
a 15. No, apparently not.
Thanks for that.
Oh,
Out.
damn it. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
So no, that did not help.
All right. Cool. Any movement or anything else that you want to
I
throw
was
in
about to
there?
say, yeah, can I move?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Of course. Reminding myself how far my movement is, not very far.
30 feet.
So it's there.
All
Alright,
right.
done.
Cool. Brings us back to the thing that was formerly known as Imarus. It is still dazed. At the moment, it doesn't really have a choice other than to continue where it is, as Nesnar is going to continue concentrating on hypnotic pattern just to keep it out of there. So unless something damages it or shakes the creature out of its state, it's taken out of combat for now. Brings us back to Micah. Now that she's heard what's going on, let's get her to maybe jump up and take a shot at that tome that is on the side of the now perplexed looking giant. Maybe from a distance with magic missile if she's got it.
Oh.
What? No magic missile.
No, but I mean, couldn't she just walk up to it
She
and
could
rip
just-
it off of
But
her?
that was my plan.
She can walk up and rip it. She's gonna run up and go for this thing. So it's going to be a strength check. Let me just pull this back up. So nope, that's the wrong tab. Let's try this one. This one. Okay, alright. She is... Yeah, she's just going to straight out attack it. She's going to try to destroy the book. Oh, but I can't roll her stuff. What's she going to use? Maybe...
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it. Maybe just a couple of glaive attacks to see if she can tear the thing to bits.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Plus 23
That'll do it.
for 11.
11. It takes a shit ton of damage. 16. That'll hit. It's almost there. It's looking extremely battered, and you can see with each strike, the form of the Marilith just starts to contort and twist. Some of the area around it starts kind of boiling and starting to manifest like it first arrived. It looks like that damaging the book is a surefire way to send this thing straight back.
Can we
Terrible.
can he action surge?
That's a good question.
No, he can.
Oh, he
I
can.
can see it in his character.
Yeah, go for it. Action surge. This thing's on the brink.
I think what's it? Isaac wants the book, right?
Just break the chain.
I'm a class 26 for 11. The critical attack is just 1 extra damage.
Shit. With that
Such a weird build.
strike, it does enough damage. It's a crit. It's a crit. The book is decimated. There are chunks of it flying everywhere, and you can almost hear the caller going, "No!" But
No, you could have just got the book.
as the book just kind of gets ripped apart, you can see just these weird sparks of arcane energy firing off it, and the manifesting area around the Marilith just pops and bubbles and boils and begins to crack and rip. The Marilith is pretty pissed, but who knows? Maybe potentially happy to go back to where it came from. A portal beginning to rip above it and just drag the massive body of this beast up and out of the area. She's out of there.
Well, this just got a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nah, we're not out of the woods yet. We've still got an orc and some shadowy dude who's somewhere, and
Yeah.
it's only this chick is only as good as until the hypnosis wears out.
Kaylin has her eye on that magical sphere because she knows it's spring popping back out of there.
Alright, well,
The shadow's turn anyway.
It is. And god damn it, you were right on the money. So literally popping straight out of that little sphere of darkness, that assassin comes leaping out and manages to cover the distance up to... Whoa, where's my pointer gone? Nope, this is what I want. Leaping up and coming in between Mikastra and the demon, she's going to go ahead and unleash 2 attacks with this weird shadowy tendril that she's holding. One at Mikastra and one at the demon as well. Oh wow, that's a 12, so it completely misses Mikastra, but that'll definitely hit the... That'll definitely hit the other one though.
Crit?
That's a crit.
It's a crit.
She's really trying to wake it the fuck up. That is...
Fuck, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's 43 damage.
Yeah.
45 damage
45 damage
against its own ally.
against
Wow.
its own ally, but she's
Maybe-
definitely
or
awake
bring
now.
that one.
It's a shame it wasn't the other way around, but hey, it's just the way it works.
well, now I'm not sure which one we should really go for here.
And that will end its turn. That brings us back to Sterling.
Right, Sterling stands up. He's a little, I don't know. What do we got? Alright, I'm gonna have to kill the orc, or I'm gonna have to attack the orc at the very least. Because I don't have any other options. All right, so I will sharpshoot it.
Nice.
Armor class 20.
Ooh, that'll hit.
All right, so I'm also going to use my last superiority dice to do a. What do we got?
Tripping.
Yeah, probably. Well, no. No, menacing attack. Gotta
Okay.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Gonna
Whiz.
take an extra.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Alright, well, it's frightened of me.
Okay.
So he takes an extra 5 points of damage. So he took the 23 plus 5, that's the first attack.
Cool.
Second attack. Armor class 16.
16
I think assumes a
won't
miss.
hit. That's right. Something was scared. That'll do.
Alright, so, and then third attack. Armor class 21
21 will hit.
for 22 points of
22.
damage.
He's looking really rough. Really rough. He's both afraid and extremely damaged now. It's all coming together.
Alright, I'm gonna just move a little bit. Yeah, that's all I can really do. And I don't know. That's it. Sterling's done.
Okay. Kaylin, you're up. What have you got?
Um. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out best move here. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this orc, try and get it out the way.
Okay. Go for it.
Why is it rolling at advantage? Why is it rolling at advantage?
It's using Elven accuracy as well by the look of it.
They did an update, I think, and now everything's weird.
Uh-huh. Evocation cantrip. Okay. Rolling. Let's roll it once, twice, 3 times. That's interesting.
It's using Elven accuracy. Because when Kaelin has advantage, she gets actually a triple advantage.
Ah, right.
And I don't think I currently have advantage, so...
No, so armor class 17, armor class 18.
17, 18 is... 18 hits. 18 hits.
18? So 8 damage.
Okay, nice. He's looking really rough. It's getting very hurt.
And also...
Did you hex him before?
No.
No, he's just afraid at the moment.
I'm just gonna move up to here. And that's it.
Okay.
Do you have any sorcery? Do you have any sorcery points left?
I haven't actually used any. Hold on.
I'm doing a quick and another attack.
Yeah. How many is it? Quicken 2. So yeah, I'm gonna quicken another set of Eldritch Blasts at the orc.
Okay.
I think I've updated that. Let me make sure that's... Yeah. Ugh.
Oh no!
Nah.
Both of them
No,
don't
that's-
find purchase. The first one looks like it is square on target, and he just rams his pauldron into it, to just very aggressively defending himself, and the second one just misses altogether. All right, Thermand, you're up. You've got 2 in play. Got the pack attack coming in.
All right. So the Oni is no longer hypnotically patterned.
Correct.
It's still prone.
It's still
But it is still
though.
prone.
Yes.
What do you reckon?
No idea, dude.
Deal with it.
What was that?
We have to deal with the Oni, so
Yep, that's fair. Does it still get an opportunity attack if it's prone?
We're with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna have the Jaguar run away again, and then come back in for another pounce.
So as he moves back, he does have the opportunity attack, but at disadvantage. Let's see how that goes. Oh, an 8. Don't think that's going to hit.
I'm a class 12.
12. That's right.
Awesome. I don't like my chances though, given the look of this thing. 23. Yeah, sick.
23 will hit.
18.
18 does hit as well, yes.
Sweet. All right. 12 points.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, dealing damage. Compared to the other guys. 21.
A 21 to hit, yes, that will hit. And that's a
I think you're
7
forgetting to
points.
add what's it called, rage damage.
Ah, shit. I think you're alright too.
Is that another +2 or +3?
I think it's +2 at the level I'm at now. Yeah, +2.
Okay. Good stuff. Remember for the next one.
That's right, they don't apply to the Panther anyway.
-2. Okay. It's all adding up. It's all adding up.
Well, like, his own ally did more than I did, so...
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay, nice. All right. From there, we're back to our orc who's on his last legs. This definitely feels like his last stand. He is going to take one swing at Sterling, and he's going to use Great Weapon Fighter with it as well. So this will be a -5 to the swing. Oh,
Oh god.
damn. So this
It's
is...
disadvantage.
Oh, it is disadvantage. Sorry, he's
Disadvantage.
scared of you. Yeah, sorry. He completely and utterly balls that. So let's roll that one more time and see if that is way worse.
Oh,
Oh, an 18 with the -5.
still hits.
That's,
No. Is that with the -5?
that's without. So that
Okay.
is under. He does not hit.
Whew, that was lucky.
Yeah. And then the other one he's going to send towards the Balgora. It's 24. Yep. That's gonna hit. It's Balgora again. Armor class is 15, so yes. Damage would be +10, so 25 points of damage. So he's putting in an effort for his last stand, but that's him done. Brings us back to the caller.
is the Oni prone or?
Currently prone, still needs to spend half its movement to get up.
No. I will tell my imp to harass the Oni, which will give me the help action, so I don't get. Well, my advantage and disadvantage will just cancel each other out.
Nice.
And then I will summon. She's still looking miffed as the tatters of tome go fluttering around, and as sort of looks like she's going to be taking it out on the Oni. So she will conjure orbs of cold white light to each hand, and her eyes and the light in her hand turn violet as she says, "Well, there's no point hiding it now. By ill nature be healed and all that." And I just shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Oni.
Nice.
Oh, nearly a crit, but 24 to hit.
24 will definitely hit. Nice.
Oh, 14 force damage.
Nice.
Roll a second attack.
Again, this is all adding up. It's absolutely getting barraged.
Oh yeah, 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Paula just hears Kaelin excitedly going, "Oh, I can do that!"
Ooh, another 10, another 14 force damage.
Ooh, nice.
Just goes pew pew, and then like gives a stern look to the Balgura. "Take care of the orc, will you?"
Oh yeah, we've got Balgura up now. All right. So this guy's going to do his usual thing of attacking recklessly. And he's going to go ahead and do his 3 attacks, 1 with the bite and 2 with the fists. I got a funny feeling that this is going to be the end of this guy. Oh yeah. So those 2 definitely hit. Okay, so 16 points of damage. That puts him under. How does the Balgura want to do this?
I imagine just like tearing off an arm and then just biting off the head. Just brutal.
Gotta love primates. So glad that we're related.
You realize it's a demon, it's like a devil or demon in primate form, but it's not really a primate.
Devil monkey. All right. Anything else for the caller?
You know what? As a bonus action, she'll summon another 2 beams and shoot them out at... I forget what Simon's character called.
That is Mikastra.
Macastra. I will use my healing light
Okay.
and send 2d6 healing her way. She'll get 5 hit points.
Okay. She's up a bit. It's nice. Okay. Brings us back to... wow, getting taken out for a round has really taken a hammering on that Oni. It's adding up. Brings us back to Neznar, who is pretty much just going to do what he did before.
Truth be told, his own ally did more damage than we did.
That's true. That is true. Drow are funny things. Okay, so with Neznar coming up there, what's he gonna work with? He's not going to be able to catch both of them. But hell, why not? What level is that? 3rd level? 2nd level? No, 3rd level. Lightning bolt. It's coming back. So it's going to be a Dex 14 or 26 points of damage. Oh, that's a fail. God damn. So Neznar, as he rustles up the necessary components, grabbing a bit of fur and his little amber rod, kind of patting them in his component pouches, does the verbal and somatic parts of his spell, and you just see that bolt of lightning kind of quickly manifesting in his palm, and he just points it out straight at the head of what is now Imrus. He just smell the ozone and this flash of white energy, and its head is gone. The body just prone and on its knees, and just this smoking ruin where its neck is. It just flips over onto its stomach and is no more. Feeling pretty cocky, he's just going to stand there now as well. Lara's up to 72 now.
What's happening?
You're up.
Should I be? I feel like I should be afraid. It's like 72.
When you get to 100,
It's
you
going up.
explode.
That's it.
Fair enough. So that's gone, that's gone. Basically just that fucker there in the shadow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna have to move down to about there. So I can attempt to shoot whatever that was. Oh shit. Sure. Shooting that just there. Da-da-da-da. No.
No joy with that one.
For fuck's sake.
Because why not do it another time?
How's about that one?
Yeah, that one will do it.
Yeah.
That one will
which
do
is
it.
then for the 19 only damage.
Nice. Still a lot. Still a lot. Very nice. Okay, that will bring us to Macastra, who is in close proximity with this shadow thing now. So I'd imagine a duo of attacks. I'm imagining with the glaive.
Alright, here we go.
Ooh, nothing
14
for that
SSU.
one. Yeah, that's a whiff.
Alright, once more.
And a 21.
21.
Nice. Definitely does some damage. What's that?
She should have more hit points now because she got a healing from Isaac. But,
She did. I added them on
Mikasa
there.
could
It was
also
only
use second wind.
5 points in there. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Second
have you?
wind.
Oh. Alright, so second wind is 1d10 plus something. So here we go. That's not doing it. Why not?
7 plus something.
I didn't do it. Alright, so there, 7.
Yeah, 7 points. Cool. Plus 7, so she pops up a little bit more to 24. Nice. Brings us back to our shadow, which is now looking shaky. It's definitely hurt. It's going to...
It's not doing it right. It should be 1d10 plus 7.
1d10 plus 7.
Yeah, because it's 1d10 plus fighter level.
Ah, okay, so
So-
it should be plus
and,
another 5.
So it should be 15. Yeah, so 15. Sorry, 7 plus 5, so whatever
Yep.
that is.
Yep,
12.
brings her up to 29. That brings us back to our little shadowy thing, which is looking extremely... I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's a shadow. It's going to unleash its multi-attack. Sure there was another thing that... must have changed. Okay, fair enough. So it is going to swing. Whoa. Okay, a 21 and a 19. Both of which are going to hit. And these things do a crap ton of damage. Ooh.
It's against Simon.
Yeah.
So first one puts him down.
Puts him
and
down.
the second one puts him on 2 death saves.
Correct.
So he fails 2 death saves automatically.
Wow. Brutal. And then as a bonus action, Kaylin, I need to make you do a dex save for me.
Dex.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'll save. Nice. 2d8. So you only take half its necrotic damage. Oh, and it's only half of 9. So it's not a heck of a lot. 4 points of damage as this sphere behind you just kind of implodes and then explodes a little bit. It's a short range explosion, but as it pushes energy out, it manages to catch you with a little bit of necrotic backlash. That can go. And that will bring us back to Sterling.
Alright. Move. Shoot the shadow. I will do sharpshooter attacks.
Alright.
Armor class 29.
That hits. How would you like to finish this thing
Jesus.
off?
Is that with some minor?
Is that a crit?
I
That was a
think it's
crit,
crit. Yeah.
I think. But not a good crit. Alright, take 24 points of damage. Oh, sorry. You're saying what do I
Yeah.
do?
That's it, yes. That's more than enough.
I think what happens is the bolt just goes through it, and then it just keeps going.
And hits Macastra and she fails her last death save.
Luckily enough,
Well, she's-
just lying down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, luckily she's
Yeah.
already down.
Oops.
Alright. And then I will use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay, nice. That brings us out. That's all of them. That's a little boss fight that has been done. That's all over. Nicely done.
Bonus action healing light on Micah.
Yeah, I was about to use cure wounds.
3 hit points.
3 hit points. Nice. She's back.
It's all you need.
I think Sai was happy for her to be sacrificed, but we never leave anyone behind.
Alright, so we grab all the bodies and we look over to see what they've got on them,
Very
including
good.
the bodies that we killed last week as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let's have a look as you're
And-
looking through and having a glance through what's going on, trying to find out head nor tail out of what's been going on. You do see that.
Actually,
Yeah, go for it.
I do have a question for Nesnar.
Yeah,
I thought Imrus was a drow.
so did I. Obviously, she's been toying with nefarious energies, and I think she got her just deserves for what she's been dabbling in.
But is this a demon? Or a devil? Or is this... Look, do you understand what I'm saying? Is this her and she's been warped by whatever magic? Or is this like something that took over her?
Not my area of expertise, but we could have a look together. He's going to help you make an investigation, or anyone who wants to step forward who might be proficient in investigation, or yeah, I would say investigation.
I'd say he's better than me.
I'm
Definitely
proficient in
investigation. I couldn't
sport.
use perception.
Yes.
Does anyone have higher than a +4?
That's
Nah.
insight.
Want me to do it then? With
Oh.
advantage?
Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I would say yes, because this is +3 for Nesnar as well.
Oh, both 20s.
Nice, nice.
Wow.
So as Kaylin's having a look through, she can see she's picking through the kind of remaining flesh that is left of Imrus. You can't quite nail down what the process is, but it looks like it would have been some sort of host, almost like you've heard of demonology that works in the sense of basically becoming a willing vessel to bring a demonic entity into this plane of existence, and it seems that's the kind of thing that she's gone ahead with to allow this thing to step through into this realm. I'm also going to note, when you're looking around and looking at the treasure side of this as well, that you're able to pick up the remnants of a book, the book that was kind of destroyed on Imrus's side, and looking through it and showing it to the caller, having a little look at it, you recognize some of it. You've heard of these kind of texts before. This looks like the remains of a thing that is called a Demonomicon. It might be something that the caller is relatively well versed with and has heard of, and is probably kicking herself that it's been destroyed. But the remains are still there in your equipment as well.
To gather it and try to repair it.
Perhaps in time, or with a quest or three, it might be something that could be created.
Yeah.
Nice. And looking through, the clamour of the battle before that was behind you subsides a little bit, and you see a few familiar faces starting to walk towards your battlefield as well. You can see that Gundren had joined the fray and helped overcome the forces that were at the rear as well. And beside him is a lady wearing robes and holding a stick in hand, a bit bloodied, cowl kind of drawn over her head, but you can see it's like her jaw, this russet skin, very tanned. And as she walks, she kind of regards Sterling and nods, and as she pulls the hood back, she's like, I hope you dealt with that snake okay. And you can see that it's the sister that was from the Temple of Timura in Fandalen there. Looks like she was involved in the fight as well. But more importantly, into the actual treasure. So you're able to pull from the remains of Imrus a displacer cloak. These things are beautiful. They're definitely of Underdark design, and Nesnar is wearing one as well. So the wearer of these can basically make their attacker roll with disadvantage. Very, very handy for tanks and things that are on the forefront. Obviously, we've got the tattered remains of the Demonomicon. Across the bodies that you've got littered around the field here, there is a good 350 worth of gold pieces. You're able to ramble up 3 healing potions or health potions. Plate mail is also available. Well, what's left of the plate mail, it might need a little bit of repair work after being pummeled and torn apart by the Bulgara. There's also...
Buff out.
Also, there's what would be a giant axe as well, or it's basically the massive mace that the orc was holding was just a reskinned great axe. Nothing too crazy there. But yeah, everything is looking extremely decimated. It looked like that was going to be a difficult one that could have gone either way, but turned in your favor. It was very nice. Very nice.
Just to clarify, what was those potions?
The 3 potions were 3 healing potions. Standard.
Just
Standard ones, yes. So as the battles come to a close, and it looks like the town of Fandalen has been placed back into the hands of its original occupants, you're still standing at a crossroads of heading up towards the peak of Icespire. Thankfully, Thurmond knows the way very well.
Sorry, are we resting?
If you'd like to.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
Simon's character is like wrecked, and I'm also a little wrecked, like up to,
At least it's short rest. Yeah.
I'm good. Don't know what you're talking about.
So
Sterling pulls out the sending stone that he had for Lord Neverwinter.
yes.
And sends a report as to what has occurred, including the fact that one of the drow was a host for a demon or some sort of creature.
Oh yeah. As you send on through, you hear the familiar voice of Dagult, or Lord Neverember, acknowledge and thank you for the intel, and he replies back, letting you know that things are going rough back at Neverwinter. They're still able to hold back the forces that are coming forward, the more orcish and hobgoblin forces, but they still cannot touch that dragon in any way, shape, or form. It's just breathing absolute destruction, but they're trying to keep themselves encamped as much as possible. But he's asking for an expeditious advancement, but that was to be expected.
Just between us all, how many drow leaders were there that we had to fight?
Wasn't it just Imrus? Or was there one other?
There was one other.
There were 3, weren't?
One.
Oh. So who's the other one?
Hey,
I can't quite
Nesna.
remember.
Nesna can chime in. The one that's remaining is known as Malice. She was... Within Drow society, we have issues with authority. There's a lot of testing, poking and prodding and trying to weed out the weak, but within the ranks there are inquisitors. Those that would be under the behest of the Ilhares, that are responsible for stopping any serious usurpers from being able to take any action. That's Malice's position. She is cunning, she is sly, and she is covert. She's the only one that's left now. Imrus has always been known for her magical disposition, but Malice has always been known for her cunning. I fear the blade that I can't see more than the magic user that I can see flaunted and dead in front of me now.
Okay, so where would Malice be? Malice be with the dragon?
I suspect so. I would say that this is all under her behest.
So would she...
So our mission... Go ahead.
I was going to say, would she be the one controlling the dragon? Because we saw that there was someone who was controlling the dragon.
If that's the case, then I would say
I
that that
thought
would
it
be
was
her.
the cloak guy, but...
Let's put it this way. We're going to head to the Mons people to ask them to assist us. Is that correct? We're getting them as another fighting force? Is that what the aim
Correct.
was?
Yeah.
I'm sort of just...
Yes, correct.
The lack of blood has made me forget what the plan was.
It's like, I'm bleeding out here, guys. Can you just fill me in? No, that's correct. So Dagult has had advice from other mystics and soothsayers that he said he doesn't hold a lot of stock in, but he's getting desperate, and he's asking this party to go forward and see and bring help, specifically with being able to deal with that dragon. Everything else, he feels confident that they can defend themselves as long as that dragon is taken out of the equation. But that's a big dragon.
Okay. So short rest and then start making our way up.
So obviously liberating the town of Fandalen, the townsfolk kind of coming out and emerging, a lot of them bloodied and beaten, and they tangled with some pretty worthy forces, but they've come out the other side. They're looking worse for wear, but they're alive. They're looking good, all things considered. As you guys settle in, you're able to head back to... I'm trying to remember his name now, but you're able to head back to the tavern and bunk there for the rest. They're more than happy to accommodate you. You've done so much for them already. They're already in your debt, and adding this into the equation, they're more than happy to help you recover.
What's it? If you save the universe twice, we can add much more to the fees.
So that's going to be way more now.
Alright.
Oh, jeez, that's
And is this a long or short rest we're doing?
Yeah, what would you like to do? It seemed like a pretty tough fight.
Thamond, how far are your people? Like, what are we talking?
I don't know. Not too far. Depends how long your legs are.
Let me see if I can pull up the map.
Like, I've got 4 of them. I can move it a little bit faster.
Looking at the DM, but really talking to Thamond. How far are your people away again?
Also looking at the DM, I'm like, I would love to know
I'd
that
love
too.
to know just how far we are going. Let me pull this up.
I feel like you said it was. We could halve the time if we took a really dangerous route, but it was going to be like.
Correct. Where is this map gone?
Shit, was
Oh,
it 4
really?
days or 2 weeks? I can't remember.
Okay, so there are 2 paths. I was just hoping to pull up a map, which would make life a lot easier for you guys. And I can't find that.
Where's the fun in that?
Son of a bitch. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, maybe this one. Okay, let me pull this across so we can all have a look. Haven't updated this for a while. I'll give it a sec to load up.
No worries, I was heading to the fridge.
So the spot that you're moving towards is Icespire Peak. So from Fandalen, it's kind of a sort of like an northeastern kind of direction. The 2 directions that exist are basically to go kind of head out towards the Redbrand hideout, head towards Mountain Toes gold mine, and wrangle through to try and basically make a northern approach. Or the faster approach is to basically go straight along the southern edge of the mountain range and then ascend what is known as the Fang. So that's basically a large climb that you'll have to go up much quicker, but yeah, there's just some climbing involved to get up there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Nice.
Sorry, where are we climbing to now?
Well, again, I have wild shape. If we've got rope, I can carry ropes up and speed that whole process.
So if you
I mean, can you transform to something big enough that we could just hop on your back and go for a ride?
That's a good question.
I might be able to help with that, but I would need to, I think, call upon my patron for more power and cast my spell at 1 level higher than it normally is.
I might actually have a way to deal with that too.
Bulgars are really good at climbing too.
So, does anybody else have access to enlarge or reduce?
No.
Because I can cast it 3 times, which will get 3 of the 4 of you, and then wild shape into something, and then just carry all of you up there.
That's not the way it works. You've got, if it's concentration, you can only cast it once.
Ah, damn it! Did not realize it's concentration.
So
Oh,
with Thermund,
which 2 of you want to come up?
So with Thermund understanding the lay of the land, he definitely knows it's cold. We're heading up into high altitude, and it's definitely going to get frosty. So being able to go up with the right equipment is definitely going to help make it successful. But also making sure that everyone's probably well decked out for the idea of being able to climb, or having a good plan on how to get a couple of get up a few vertical surfaces as well.
Well, you can shape change something with a climbing speed. I'm sure there's many options you've got.
Oh yeah.
Same time, I'm looking at the spellcasters. Any of you can fly,
No.
even for short. Looking at Mesnar. Can
Nesnan
you fly?
nods. I can fly.
So theoretically,
I can conjure something that can fly.
theoretically that can help get yourself up. Maybe you can carry somebody light, or at the very least help with ropes, or help people, like drag them up as they're climbing a rope, sort of thing.
We might need to get some pitons or something as well, because I know Kaelin doesn't have anything climbing.
Well, we're in Fendalen. I guess we'll
Yeah,
try and.
so we'll need to go by the lion, whatever they call it.
Yes.
I guess we'll see if they got cold weather gear and climbing equipment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think, didn't we know we were coming here anyway? Didn't we?
I have a
We knew-
climber's kit. You can just buy like a whole climber's kit.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I also have my grappling hook.
Which is also extremely helpful.
Which I'm sure I can
Yeah, I
attach
think-
to a bolt and like just.
We knew we were going though, right? So
I'm sure that in Neverwinter we knew we were going up the peak, so we would have grabbed stuff. Because they said we could take whatever.
They did, but you had kind of free reign over what they had there. Neverwinter doesn't really face any mountain ranges. I think the closest would be Mount Hotenau, which is up towards the north. Not really something that they would have kept a lot of stuff in. And if it was climbing gear that you wanted to grab, then it would have to supplement the stuff that you grabbed out of there. If it was weaponry or some sort of wondrous item that's helping you out now, then it would be something that you'd have to basically switch out.
Okay, let's go to the store then.
Okay. Nice. So taking the time to take a long rest, recover after taking a fair amount of damage, the group is able to kind of take some stock and go through the available stuff that they have in Fandalen. I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was Lenine that was at the Lion Coaster Shield. She definitely has that kind of stuff in her inventory to pick up some cold weather clothing. I think is a grand total of 25 gold for an entire set of clothing that will see you through the harshest of situations. Let's have a look.
What about Barthen's provisions? Would they have had?
Barthen's provisions is more so for things like groceries or foodstuffs, things that you'd require for like rations, consumables.
Yeah. Oh. So, mark 25 off thing. And how much is it for a climbing set?
I'm trying to find it. It's not jumping out at me.
You need to buy the cola because I'm climbing gear. I don't think she has enough gold on her. But again,
Climber's kit's
she can.
25 gold.
Oof.
Well, I mean, look, we got some gold off the dead people, right?
Yeah, Climber's kit is 25 gold piece as well. So there is, I've posted that up in the loot channel. There is 350 gold that's come in just off that last battle. So 25 for cold weather gear per person if you want to buy it, and 25 gold for a climber's kit as well. So that includes pitons, boot tips, gloves, harness. You can basically anchor yourself. You can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself. And yeah, basically it's a good way to not die when you're climbing.
Just people let me know how many in the end we purchase.
Is the Monda Goliath or is the Monda Furbog?
Furbog.
I don't remember. Ah. So,
Okay.
I need to borrow 50 gold to cover the cold weather gear and climbing kit.
Okay, so Isaac's. So
I think we need six cold weather gear and 5 climbing kits because you said you.
I'm good. I'm good on both accounts.
Yeah, I'll be good without a climbing kit.
I don't need climbing. I don't need cold weather gear.
So Karen's
Presumably, the caller's services are worth 50 gold.
Kaylin's just put out 50 for weather and climber's kit. Now I'm the over carrying capacity.
Look, I'd say
You
don't
can
worry
put
about.
stuff down and re-combat.
Yeah, I would say don't worry too much about the overburden thing. I know we've got a lot of gear. At the point that we're at now, I don't think it really matters.
Oh, I think you can turn off using encumbrance. So I'll go in and do that so it doesn't affect anything.
No,
Encumbrance
we're gonna
might
Ocarina
come
of Time
into
this shit.
play a bit further down the track, but we don't have to worry about it right now.
Alright, so Sterling needs both. So that's 50 gold for Sterling out of that 350. What's it? The caller needs both, so that's another 50 gold. Kaylin, do you need both? Climber's kit and the thing?
Kaylin,
Do you need cold weather? Sorry, say again?
Kaylin's probably going to look like a marshmallow with those giant jackets.
Alright, so another
Not
50
bad.
gold. So 50, that's 150 out of that 350 so far. So what does Thermon say? What do you need?
I thought I had resistance to cold, but
You
apparently not.
are mountain born.
That's Goliaths.
Yeah, it was something that we decided at Therman's creation, given that he was kind of born and raised up on the peak, so he's got mountain born just as an extra little bonus in there for his backstory.
Ah, yes, true. Thank you. I'd forgotten about that.
Alright, so do you need climbing gear or are you good?
I'd say with like the other 5 of you having it, I'm probably okay.
Alright, and then there's just Simon's character that needs it, so that's 200 gold out of that 350.
Okay, I got it. Cheers.
Looking at Nesnar as well, he probably doesn't want climbing gear.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Mesner.
Yeah,
But does he want cold weather?
that I think he does. Yeah, he's only got traveler's
Goddamn.
clothes. Damn drow.
Alright, so it's 225 then.
Yep. Good. Do we need to grab anything else while we're here?
Maybe a healing kit or two.
Can you clarify if it's a healing kit or two, please?
I'll get one healing kit just in case. That's 5 gold.
What do you call that? Healer's kit. Healer's kit cost... Sorry, how many do you want? They cost 5 gold pieces each. Unless the DM's adding tax.
No tax. That's fine.
I get one for the caller,
Just one?
just in case, you know. Well, I can't use the healer feat with this because I don't have the feat, but I can still use it to stabilize people from dying.
Okay, just one.
If you guys want to have one on your own persons, that's also up to you.
Kaylin's got one already.
Alright, so Sterling will grab one, so healer's kit, so that takes another 10 gold off that. So now we've spent 235. Does this town only have healing potions for sale?
Correct.
We just got 3.
Yeah. But there are a few of us, so I just want to see if we can help.
Oh yeah, who wants those healing potions? Do individual people want to hold them?
In the last
I tend to wild
You guys-
cape into like random forms. You guys should probably be the ones holding them.
Well, I seem to be hit a lot, so I'd like to take one.
That seems fair.
Getting hit a heck of a lot.
non-magic
Yeah.
coat.
So Sterling's taken one.
Isaac, I think your imp should hold one.
That's also a very good idea.
Oh, my 8 won't last that long. How far is this place?
No, I meant like your imp in combat carries it around and pours it down somebody's throat if they go down.
Oh yeah, okay. We can give one to my imp.
Cool. Kaylin, do you want the last one, or are you happy for me to
I've-
take it?
You can take it. I got a couple back at Neverwinter.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Um,
very rarely get hit, but it means like I have the ability to pour it down someone's throat if needed.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm still just looking at the I never got back to getting the items that we were
Ah.
taking, the common and uncommon ones, and apparently the broom of flying is uncommon. That seems really like not
Just have a broom.
just a broom.
Doesn't Kaylin have a broom?
No,
No,
not
she
yet.
does
I wanted to turn my staff to fly, but I haven't got that yet.
Okay.
I got myself a nice shiny sword instead.
God.
Okay, everyone's got at least 50 feet of rope as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something else.
not. Nice.
Flying's a bit too stacked.
Everyone can see in the dark.
I don't think I've got rope. Let me check. I don't think I've got rope.
Do you want to buy a chunk of rope? Whole 1
That
gold
would be
piece.
good. Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sterling's gonna buy another rope as well. He's already got 50 foot, but he wants more.
Good call.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might get some too.
Okay, still.
It depends. If I can get to the top, if I can get to the summit within an hour or 2 hours of flight, I could potentially just conjure something and fly up there.
As a general guide, Therman tells you it's going to take more than an hour.
It would take 3 hours, assuming
More
I
than 3
move
hours.
at,
Think of it as
you
like
know.
an Everest kind of ascent.
It's a big mountain.
oh, so I see. So days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay. And people have tinder boxes.
Ooh,
Yep.
she's thinking ahead.
People have ways to see in the night, reminding people that everyone has some
Yeah.
sort of ability there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably need some rations.
Hmm?
Probably
I think
need
lo-
some rations. Unless we have party rations.
I think everybody took goggles of night last week who could, because they were like normal items.
I have,
Well-
whatever reason, 19 days of rations still. I don't think I've ever properly used them.
Always handy to have, though.
Mm-hmm.
I took the helm of underwater action as one of my pieces of armor.
Wow. Are you in the wrong campaign?
You never know what's going to come up, but it also gives you dark vision for 60 feet and a swim speed of 30.
A what?
Swim speed.
No, what is the item?
Helm of underwater action.
Oh god.
Like right before I climb a fucking mountain.
I have a ring of water walking.
That's like the complete opposite.
I know. I don't. This character, believe it or not, doesn't want to go underwater.
Oh, I can breathe underwater too.
Good for you. Alright, anyone else? We buying anything else? Last call.
Are we good for rations for all of us? Or?
Alright,
Hey.
I will buy a bunch of rations and shove them into the bag of holding.
Nice.
How many days do we reckon we're going to be up there?
So Therman's estimating that it could be anywhere from 3 to 5 days for you to get up there.
Jesus.
So that's like what? 60.
Kaylin has enough rations for herself for there and back.
Alright, so Kaylin's right. I'm right. Anyone else? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So just 50. Okay. Cool.
And we can mark off our long rest then.
Absolutely. So you spend a fair amount of time. It's the Stonehill Inn. I couldn't remember where Toblin is the inn master there. that you're able to bed down and spend a good amount of time resting and sleeping. Yeah, they take good care. They often send someone up to stoke the fires in the fireplaces in the rooms and make sure that you're well taken care of. They also feed and take care of you, make sure that you're kept with plenty of mead and kept extremely happy. And as you awake in the morning and kind of stretch and start feeling the bumps and niggles and possible breaks from the battle the day before, everyone go ahead and level up to level 8.
Hey,
Ooh.
It's time to ding.
Oh, 20 charisma
There it is.
at long last.
Finally, I have it.
Crap.
Oh.
Or should I take the heal now?
Mishnah.
oh no, now I have a really tough choice to make.
Ooh.
Do I want 4th level at Barbarian or do I take the 5th level at Druid?
It's nice getting close to that 5th level of Barbarian to be able to do your 2 attacks, but it depends on how much time you're going to be wild shaping.
Oh, like that ASI as well.
Mm.
Or I could take a feat. Because I took
Yes.
the Sentinel Shield as my other piece of armor, so if I take Observant, then I've got 28 for my passive perception.
Good for perception, but what about combat?
Oh, true. And so Sai seems to love dealing with the stupidly high perception.
Ooh, okay. I guess I better bring Nesna up to speed as well.
That was weird. Why did I get nothing at 5th level for Druid?
You might have got
Because you're
stuff.
not special.
Guess
You
you're
get
not
third level
special.
You get 3rd level spells.
Oh, right. Cool. That makes sense.
So everyone's waking up and starting to become accustomed to some newfound vigor and or strength, taking in their new abilities, potentially having a look at new spells. As I know, Nesnar is right now as well, trying to figure out what the heck am I going to do with this. What would you guys like to do next? You're probably, while you're out and buying things as well, you also note that you've got the option of buying some dogs and sleds from Lenine at the Lion Coaster, at the Lion Shield Coaster as well. It will help you get to the base of the mountain quicker, but it would be an expense as well.
Oh my god, I have so many 3rd level spells. This is gonna take a while.
Yay for 3rd level.
I now have
Oh,
What was
that's
that?
one as well.
How much are the sled dogs going to cost?
The
Alan
which
sled.
That's a good question.
And how much would it actually speed up our journey?
Let's have a look. Duplicate that page. Let's check it out.
Can people remind me what Nesnar and Kalen, is it Undercommon they speak?
Correct.
Cheers.
For my long rest, I would have liked to conjure an aberration, or rather, like, conjure another demon
Ooh,
to sort of help me try and piece together some of the tome.
sure.
Just for, like, she spent 2 hours
That's a good
with
one.
a light cantrip trying to piece together the ruins. Of
So
this
as
tome.
you're kind of seated on your bed, sitting cross-legged and rather fervently pouring through the remnants of this tomb, you spend a bit of time just kind of checking it out and trying to figure out what you know about these things as well. As you're looking at it, a thing kind of springs to mind that you can remember the Demonomicon of Igglewiv, which was basically an expansive treaty that was documenting the Abyss's infinite layers and inhabitants. It was the most thoroughly known and probably the most blasphemous tomb of demonology in the multiverse. But it recounts both the oldest and most current profanities of the Abyss and demons. A lot of demons have attempted to censor the text, while sections had been ripped out of the book's spine entirely. But what you can recall of it is that the Demonomicons have the ability to basically allow you to use spells. So it's basically a wellspring of magical ability, which is nice. But there was also a couple of other things along the lines of abyssal references, where you can reference the Demonomicon whenever you make an intelligence check to discern information about demons, or a wisdom survival check related to the Abyss. There was also fiendish scourging, that your magic can cause pain to fiends, which is quite helpful. More importantly, though, is that they're capable of ensnarement. So while carrying the book, whenever you cast the spell Magic Circle, and naming only the fiend, or learning its true name, you can use a planar binding spell that targets the fiend, and basically you capture it. Think of it as like a really messed up Pokemon ball, just instead of a Pokemon, you have an absolute horror of a being, basically in your servitude, which is kind of nice. So when you're looking through this and you're trying to figure out how to destroy it, it's difficult because you know that these can't truly be destroyed, but if you want to repair it, it's probably going to take some investigation. It's probably going to take some arcane knowledge to know just how to bring this thing together. Even though this is not the Demonomicon of Igglewiv, this is probably a variation of. Even though Igglewiv's is the most widely known, who knows what this one is? It's impossible to discern what it is in its current state. But you've had a taste of its power, and it's pretty goddamn powerful.
Cam, do you have a moment?
Yeah. What kind of moment?
A whisper moment.
Oh, okay. I knew there was a reason I created this thing. All right. I will head over to the Whisper channel. I'll be back soon.
Can you hear me?
Hang on just a second. Sorry, listeners at home. I'm pausing the recording. And Lara's dead.
That was quick.
I'll miss you all so.
Wow, flame arrows is at third level. That seems... It's milled into stone.
It's so good. I know I'm still new to the DM thing, but I want to see you guys get to a high level so we can actually have some high level characters.
Yeah.
It sounds like that just happens so often that people play through and they're like, "Yay, we're level 8. Oh, and the campaign's over. Fuck."
Yeah.
Well, I've just gotten access to a bunch of really interesting looking, but slightly situational spells. Like milled into stone.
Oh. It's a little different.
Yep.
Mm.
Just step into a stone object or surface large enough to fully contain your body. And then you can just kind of move through it.
I am
Nobody
a wall.
can see, but you can't see anything. Which means I can walk through walls, but I think it's only once. Oh no, duration 8 hours. Fuck me. Hey Cam, I just ruined every dungeon you're going to bring up now.
But I think the tricky thing with that is that if you're walking to a wall and you don't know what's on the other side, you could be going for like 10 feet and go, "Oh, cool, I made it through to the other side. Sweet." Or you could be walking and go, "Oh, fuck, hang on, that's all my movement. Hang on. I can't end my turn here."
Can you not?
I think
Actually,
there are
I
limitations.
might
I think there are
inspiration
limitations.
as well.
Let me
I'll make a-
see. Well, merge with the stone, you can't see what appears outside of it. Uh, you remain aware of the passage of time and can cast spells on yourself while merged in the stone. Oh shit, it's not even concentration. You can use your movement to leave the stone where you entered it. Oh, which ends the spell.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you can't move. Okay, so I can't keep walking through walls. Damn it.
Yeah, I think it does have some limitations off the top of my head.
Yeah,
And I
it's literally like
think
I can
it's-
walk into a stone wall and I just disappear until I decide to walk back out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, the sled dogs. To buy a dog sled, it's 20 gold pieces, but an actual dog, which is more expensive, thank God, because you don't want sled dogs going, abandoned and stuff like that, are basically 50 gold piece to get a sled dog. But I would say
don't
for
we
the
need 10 for a...
Yeah, so a sled dog can pull like 360 pounds, and they do have to take a short rest after pulling for an hour, but you definitely get along faster. But I would say Lenine would definitely hire one out. How much can a dog sled?
Might be
So,
faster for us to just.
yeah.
We have to keep taking short rests.
Or you have rested and you've got Nesna with the ability to cast teleport, but note as well, and Nesna would point out, it's like, hey, if we're climbing up a mountain and we're in a dangerous environment, it might be a good idea to have that at the ready instead of using it to go forward. Maybe we could use it to stop ourselves from dying.
Yeah.
So a dog sled could definitely be quicker, but looking at the distance to be covered, let's have a look. So basically heading along. Why is this map so good at hiding? This is crazy. Yeah. Okay, this is a different one, but it will do. Once it resolves, then I can see what's going on. Okay. Oh, and Kaelin has resistance to thunder today. Ooh, and you've got thunder step. That's fun.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I just thought I'd let you know that Kaelin's, sorry Kaelin, Lara's dead now. After she went into the Whisper, she's now dead.
Okay.
No, she's all good.
Oh, I thought you were kidding.
No. All
Like,
good.
well, that's
All good.
unfortunate.
Good to know you just missed me so quickly.
Well, I was
Alright.
just looking at, I have Revivify now, so I can fix that.
She really dead? Like, did she just, what,
No.
fall over and have a heart attack?
No.
High cholesterol, who would have thought? Give me a con saving roll. Okay, so going from Fandalen through to Ice Spire Peak. On foot, I would say it's probably going to take 2 days. To get to the base of the mountains is probably going to be the better part of 1 day. And then the second to get to the point that Therman knows to start climbing up Ice Spire Peak. Once you hit Ice Spire Peak, it's 3 to 5 days because it just depends on how things go. You never know what the weather is like. Neither do I because it's going to be rolled. As well as, how do things go with climbing? Accidents happen. Who knows? So all up, we're looking at 2 days on foot to get to the base of Ice Spire Peak. If you were to use a dog sled, that would probably be quicker. So you'd probably be able to cover the majority of it within 1 day and be able to kind of hit the base early on in the second day. Small change, but look, it depends on what would happen over the course of the travel as well. There could be encounters either way, but you'd imagine that moving at a faster rate, you'd be less of a target if you're going through at a faster rate for random encounters as well.
much does it cost for a sled and a dog thing for all of us?
Yep. So all up, I think the dog sleds are 20 gold pieces each. They can carry like 300 pounds. So you'd probably be looking at 1 or 2 people per dog sled. And for the actual dogs as well, they're 50 gold pieces each. Each one can carry a load of 360 pounds. So if you had, a handful, but instead of buying them, I would say that Lenine would be happy to rent them out for 150 gold a pop. If there were some that were running alongside wild shaping and basically running alongside the sled, or just legging it and taking it that way.
So we want to hire 2? Or we just want to hire the 1?
I'd say 2.
Okay, 2 it is.
Cool. Very nice. So as you've kind of headed down and there's been a hearty breakfast provided by Toblin, and everyone's always smiles in Fandalen after, and the caller is probably quick to pick up on this as well, kind of noting that how friendly and the disposition towards the party seems to be very positive. And every once in a while, some of the kids in the crowd as well kind of sneak a little wave to Thermand. It's almost kind of makes you wonder, like, that Thermand's been in this area for a long time and it's been his charge. But there just seems to be a little bit of familiarity with some of the younger patrons of the area seem to know him a little bit better. But nothing nefarious, nothing bad. They just seem to really like him. Like someone that they... almost a secret that they're a part of, which is kind of nice. It's kind of cool. But as everyone kind of musters up and is ready to kind of head onwards, making arrangements with Lenine, she's saddled up the dogs and the sleds are ready to go. There's not a lot of snowfall this time of year in Fandalen itself, but it won't take long until you do hit snowy kind of caps around the base of the Sword Mountains. At this time of year, there is a very soft amount of snowfall in Fandalen, but it's not enough to really leave anything on the ground. Very light first thing in the morning, but it's usually gone. But once you're out of town and heading through the foothills, you'll find yourself in small snow very, very quickly. And then once you get to the base of the mountains, absolutely, you'll be... The sled dogs will be in their element for sure. So, what would you guys like to do next? Everyone's still figuring out level 8.
Yeah, sorry, just to ask,
Pretty much.
the mace or the axe, is that just a regular mace and axe? Or...
Yes, so the massive or the great mace is basically just a reskinned great axe.
But non-magical.
Non-magical, yes. It's just it's a straight one. Who's going to take the Displacer Cloak?
If no one else wants it, I'll take it, but I thought one of the frontliners wanted it.
I feel like Sterling would probably do well for that, just with how much he tends to get hit.
It would be useful to me. I mean, the most useful would be you if you were fighting in normal form, because then you could use reckless attack without any penalties. But I would love to have it. But...
You take it, because I'm wild shaping if I'm actually in melee range. If I'm outside, or if I'm not wild shaping, I'm like casting spells.
Well, I do have one slot available for attunement, so that would be good.
Yep, go for it.
If anybody needs it back, let me know.
Like,
very cool.
I don't think anybody else is going to want the Great Mace or Great Axe, but I've already got 2 Great Axes, so I'm probably good for those.
You've also got a really nice great axe, the Giant Slayer, which is pretty awesome.
I've got the Giant Slayer and the Vicious one.
Yeah, nice.
So, I'm good for axes. I've only got 2 hands for now.
I only got 2 arms for now until I wild shape into something that has 4 arms.
Until I get to 6th level, and then this gets real fun.
Oh dear.
When we were at the shop, could
Yeah.
Kaylin have seen if Lenine wanted to buy shorts from her?
Yeah, absolutely. No, she's more than happy to trade. She'll give you full price. She's in debt as part of your patronage, and also with how much she just kind of likes, especially you, Kaylin. Like she's the one that created that little wolfskin cloak for you as well. She's happy to give you full price for that one.
So how much is that?
For a short sword, that is. Oh damn it! I just closed the thing.
I did the same with files.
It's like, hey, here's my. Oh damn it!
It's 10.
10 gold.
10 gold. Nice.
Would you be interested in trading chainmail and a scimitar for like 2 healing potions? It comes to about equivalent value.
Absolutely. She doesn't so much sell them, but she will kind of rifle around in the back and bring 2 healing potions out to do a fair trade.
Oh,
Value's the same.
I have
Wow.
studded leather here that I don't need that we might trade for another one.
Probably need to add a few more things to it.
I'd say
Wow.
she's tapped for healing potions, but she will give you the full, what was it, 45 gold pieces for studded leather.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Nice.
Well, the other one was the Boots of Spring and Striding and Spring, unless anybody else wants them back.
I think you have
They
to.
Magic.
are a wondrous
Some
item.
items.
She would happily give you probably 30 gold for them, but be wary that they are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't believe it should be sold for that amount, dude.
What are you selling?
I mean, I'd give you 30 gold for it.
The Boots of String and Spreading. No, because that triple jump distance is something I could use as well. I've just run out of achievement slots. So if somebody wants the boots,
Nice.
While Kaylin was there also, she would have pulled out her weird bag and started
Oh, nice.
asking Lenine if she wants minotaur horns, giant pink masks, a horse
Oh
skin.
shit.
Does she want any giant spider legs, some poisonous mushrooms, a bag of zombie ash?
Oh my god.
I can't pronounce it. Otiogti? I can't pronounce
Do your
that.
teeth? Yep.
OTY.
That's what you killed in the Underdark.
Yeah.
She very politely declines, especially on the gimp mask.
It's good leather.
I
And
bet.
then put it back. She'll find someone who wants.
Yeah, she's a bit more pragmatic. She's a little bit more interested in kind of sellable items and things that are a bit more militant of use. But she definitely thanks you for being so kind in bringing those to her.
Jess, have you ever played Skyrim?
No,
Ah, okay.
Yes, I do.
I don't tend to play console games, so.
No, it's on PC.
Skyrim
You just
awesome.
strike me as the kind of person that would just loot everything from a dungeon and try and sell it.
So true.
Oh, what
So
a-
true.
Oh, yeah, when
Like, I
I'm
have
playing
300 forks, a whole lot of wooden bowls, and a bunch of cups.
It's going cheap for 30 gold.
Yeah. Oh, you're out of money? I'm gonna go rest and come back tomorrow.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so has everyone kind of divvied up what they want and what they've got and ready to move ahead?
I'm good.
Okay, good stuff. Is everyone else good to start heading off?
Yep.
Nice. All right. So as the morning's starting to kind of, not drag on, but it's starting to come into daytime, there's a little bit of light coming around. So Nesnar's going to pull his hood over and try and hang to the back and keep himself out of the way. The horses, the dogs are mustered and their sleds ready. Who's climbing onto the sleds and who's going, sort of like more on the running side of the equation?
So before we do take off, can I do a last-minute pilgrimage to the Shrine of Luck?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. So the Shrine of Timora is just literally over the road from the Stone Inn, and you can see there is a sister there, the lady that you saw on the battlefield earlier. She's tended to her wounds and she's just taking care of the day-to-day stuff that's in the temple there. What would you like to do?
Good. I came out pretty well from that studded leather trade. I'll flick a gold coin into the well, and then I'll toss another 5 to the nun that's working there.
Nice. She'll take it rather silently and just smile and nod. She pockets the gold and moves out towards the back, but you definitely feel that Timora is... You possibly have her attention, which could be something that's relatively handy for the upcoming journey up the Fang. You know that it's not easy, so yeah, it's a nice little investment. Good to have a god on your side.
I mean, it definitely can't hurt.
No, definitely not.
Well, depending on which one it is.
I'm just wondering if we can put the 2 drow, because they would be pretty light, as like Mesnar and Kalen can share a thingy, and I'll be the whatever you call it.
The musher.
Yeah, I'll be the musher. I have riding land based as a tool skill, so.
Really, you wouldn't
So that-
make Lara and ladies walk.
No, we got 2. We've got 2 sleds.
2 sleds. Yeah, I'm going to say Nesnar probably doesn't weigh a heck of a lot. So yeah, he'll...
I'm just saying we can fit 3. We can fit 3 of us on one sled because
Yep.
those 2 should be pretty light.
Yeah.
But if it's a problem, then I can get off and someone else can walk it. So someone else can use it if they want to drive it. So who's on the other sled then?
Figure out how much my
I'd like to be on one, just in principle. Not a principle.
You don't want
Just
to
like,
ride
if
a
I can't get another
Balgara?
animal for me.
Alright, so maybe Lara and the caller can share a spot and someone else can mush. Assuming you're light.
I'm fairly light because basically everything is in my bag of holding.
It's true.
Mika, whatever, capable of rushing, she come on with us?
Good question. I'd say the jury's still out on that. I'll talk to Sai first to see what he wants to do, see which way he wants to go. But for now, we'll say, yeah, she's she's there until further notice, or if something changes in between now and then.
Oh, also,
Alright. So maybe we can put Mika and and Lara on sled number 2 and have the caller mush if she's heavier. I don't know.
Mika is more robust.
She's offended.
I don't know. Just, you know what? There's only so much my imagination can do without actually knowing this stuff.
Come on, she packs Balgara power. She's got to be kind of heavy, right?
Are you suggesting I weigh a lot?
Lord, no.
Is that the time? Wow.
Oh, look over there, a distraction.
Actually, never mind. You know what? I tell Nesnar and Kalen to get on the one thing. I start to get on the other, and I'll let them sort out how they want to sort out the other sled.
Kaelin just cuddles into Nesna.
I actually would like.
See a very stoic
yeah.
Nesna just kind of drifting off into the snow with his gaze.
So it's Sterling, Kaelin, and Nesna on one, and then the three of us on another.
Yep.
Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Demand is wild shaping.
Hey, Karen, do you remember when you gave me the bag of tricks? We talked about how I could use my animal handling to coax out particular ones out of combat.
Maybe. Make a
You wanna write it
persuasion
down,
roll.
He wants to write. He wants to.
He wants to write a giant
persuade
elk.
the DM.
He
Well,
wants to
there's a
write
reason that I
joke.
put like my proficiency into animal handling because I got a +8 on it. So.
Make a
It's,
roll. Make a roll. With
Which
animal
one?
handling.
Okay.
Oh, it's high. It's high. Whoa. Alright, it's a good roll. I'm going to say, in this instance, yeah, you can coax out your choice out of the bag of tricks, which I can imagine what it's going to be.
Straight out of Warcraft, the druid riding an elk.
Who would have
Let's see,
thought?
that's
Who
got
would
a
have thought?
speed of 60, 50. Not riding a weasel.
Oh, come on. You could just cast reduce
It's
on
okay.
yourself.
Not casting large on the weasel.
Battle Weasel.
Well, anyone want to join me on the elk, or are you guys all good?
The elk is
You know
so
what?
incredibly huge, it's ridiculous. You could literally like tie all the sleds and the dog to the elk and the elk would pull them along.
I would join Therman on the elk. Why not?
Nice, it's going to make for an
Oh.
excellent entourage.
Reach down and swing collar up behind me.
She will accept your hand demurely, and then she has a cloak. It's basically like a knockoff cloak of disguise. It's like the cloak of many fashions. She will turn it pure white like snow in anticipation.
Well, it's really up to you. Do you want to sit behind, in front, or do you want to do this like you know, back when you were a kid and you had someone sitting on the handlebars?
Aww.
You can be
Thanks.
like sitting up, holding onto the antlers.
Honestly, whichever is most comfortable for the rider. I do think it would be fun for me to sit in front though, and then you're just like controlling the reins.
Sounds fair.
That's awesome.
Her face just turns and goes, do you know much about demonology? Like, flirtatiously.
I know, let's find out. Do you reckon that'd be a history or arcana? Because I'm shit at both.
Oh, that's a good question. I would say it's Arcana, yeah.
If you know a few bars, if you can hum it, maybe I remember it.
Yes, I apparently know a not insignificant amount.
Oh, it's not bad. You've heard of it. I know demons. Well, not personally, but I've heard
Like,
of
I
them.
met a few recently.
Yeah. They tried to kill me, but I know them.
I sort of want to talk to Thermand about trying to restore the tome, and maybe it's a project he would like to help me with.
Ah.
You know, something to while away an hour in the evening.
Well, that I'm definitely keen on joining on. It seems interesting.
Maybe you need the blood of the innocent. So like maybe Lara's blood.
Yeah, that's not
Excuse
gonna
me?
work.
I was not expecting that.
Well, hey, I said innocent. Besides, it's not like I went whispering to the DM earlier, did I?
Well, I've got leatherworker's tools and I'm proficient with them, which gives me a knife, a small mallet, an edge or a hole punch, thread, and leather scraps, so I could probably help you put that back together.
Mm.
You probably need the like leather of like a sentient creatures.
I can. Alright.
You know, maybe like baby seals. I don't know.
Jesus.
Oh, it'll be nice and soft.
Is Sterling
nice
just
and
gone
soft.
dark all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah. He just
No,
knows. He
Sterling's
knows the
joking.
flavor. He knows the flavor. He
Um,
knows. He knows
yeah.
what's going on.
Yep, but don't make me throw you off the ship, Lara.
But you know, for argument's sake, what's the CR on a baby seal?
Oh Jesus Christ!
You're on a baby
It's
seal.
like 1/8 or something like that.
I think I could summon 8 of those at once. That should be enough for a
Oh
book.
shit! It's gonna be so
They're not-
soft.
They're actually. They're only summons, dude. They don't stick around once they die.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not that easy.
Just like start building like Davy Crockett hats out of freaking seals to build an empire or something.
Summoning demons is a long way off clubbing baby seals. We have standard.
I don't know. Is it really? I don't know if it is. It's like a slippery slope, you know. It's like
Standards.
it's a gateway drug.
Yeah. I think Gateway. Seeing how that Balgorod dealt with the orc, it's like that was very baby seal kind of thing going on there.
There are some arts too dark for me.
We'll see what we find on the way up. Actually, hold on, Jess. What have you got in your like seemingly limitless pouch of components you've gathered?
So my weed bag actually holds.
I love that it's a weird bag.
So
I love you've got a weird bag.
I
In my home campaign, one of the guys has a bag of colding.
Bag of holding.
my favorite is a bag of
bruise.
weasels.
Unleash
A bag
the
of
weasels.
colding. A bag of colding is like a bag of holding, except it keeps everything inside of it like fresh, like gentle repose.
I love it.
Bag of weasels, you literally, the DM rolls a dice as to if we pull something out of it, whether it's a weasel or the actual item. So we killed a bunch of weasels. We emptied out this bag, didn't know what it was. The bunch of weasels popped out, and we killed them. And we turns out we smashed a bunch of potions.
Oh. Damn it.
Damn it. See, I thought it was going to be like the DM rolls a dice and, you know, that's how many weasels just come out the bag.
You will now fight the weasel.
But it's a D100, so it works like the,
Oh god.
Oh my god.
what's the, one you can get where you can, like, control how much water's coming out of it? And just flood things?
wait, why do you have false handcuffs in this bag?
Yeah, why are they in your bag of weird things?
That's should totally be in the bag of holding.
Make them.
I feel like they were a very early on thing.
Yeah, we made a ruse against what's its face, the army, and we needed
yeah.
to make it look like we had captives. And we
Yes.
didn't end up using them.
And then you found another use for them later on.
There's a reason she still has them.
N-E-Z-Z-R.
There's a blood
N-E-Z-Z-R.
sacrifice.
Oh god.
It's now like, what do you call it? It's like a dating aid
It's a
for drow.
50 Shades of Drow.
I need to figure out how to shrink the giant gimp mask.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Enlarge, reduce.
Wow.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. Get the gimp mask.
Oh,
Oh,
I also
man.
have human bones.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's not weird at all.
yeah, it's fine. We come across those all the time.
Yeah, I think I planned on carving them and then turning them into daggers or something, and I just haven't done it yet.
Craft them into a, you know, spellcasting focused.
All right. So as you guys have been trotting along, 2 sleds and a giant elk, and everyone very comfortably riding along, no issue whatsoever. You guys have managed to cover the foothills without any issue whatsoever, and it's becoming to look quite nice. It's not overly cold. There's a little tiny bit of snowfall, and now that you're getting to the base of the Sword Mountains, things are becoming a little bit whiter, and things are traveling nicer for the sleds. As you're continuing on, maybe if I mark it around here, as you're traveling along, you come across the ruins of an old little settlement that used to exist down here at the bottom of the Sword Mountains. Your elk kind of slowing up a little bit, and the sleds both slowing just a touch as well. As they pull up, there's nothing untoward about the area, but you're definitely wary about, you know, the general wildlife and, you know, what's roaming around in these mountains. Previously, you guys have caught hints of troll, some of the more kind of basic orcish tribes, as well as just general, you know, more winterland kind of creatures like wolves. But as you're kind of slowly stalking through the kind of ruins of this small previous settlement, you do notice a little bit of movement. I'm gonna get, or if you want to nominate either two people to make a perception roll, or choose one person to roll with advantage.
I have a +8 with advantage as it is.
Sounds like
27.
27's good. All right.
His eagle eyes.
Also, I found Alexis. Apparently, he's been hiding out here.
It's right here. All right. We're coming towards
He
the
went
end
off
of
the
our
grid.
session, but just to bring this up, our next session is going to be another one of our skirmish games.
Ooh, yay.
So, what we've got in front of us is, as you've noticed, and Thurmand is on point. He picks up exactly, and this was basically going to dictate as whether or not the opposing team had a surprise round, and they don't, because Thurmand has managed to spot them out. What you'll be able to see is a map with a opposing party at the other side. This is basically called ambush. So what you need to do is start up in the northern section that's outlined in green. We have 4 rounds.
Okay, I can't see anything.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't see anything?
mine's black.
Okay. I'll
all
give it a
black.
second. I'll give it
I
a sec.
just tried the zoom right out then zoom back in trick as well. Got
Give
nothing.
me just a sec. This might make it better. Hang on. How's that?
I think I'm too far zoomed out too. I can't see anything now.
It's nothing still.
More black.
Give it a few secs. Hopefully that shows up soon. But basically, what we've got... Did I drag the player's icon on here? Let's see. It looks like I did. There we go. Yeah, that's looking mighty black. What's going on? Update. Damn it.
Well, that's loading.
I'll
The
give it a
weapons of
sec.
warning. Do you get advantage on perception or initiative with those, or is it just?
I can't recall off the top of my head.
You know what?
Sentinel shield will give you advantage. The weapons of warning mean that you can't be surprised.
Ah, okay, right.
That's it.
Yeah,
you
my
It's like the weapon tells you something's about to happen, and you're not surprised.
my staff also tells me and anyone within 30 feet of me can't be surprised as well.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you get advantage on initiative, but not on perception. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the shield because I don't really use weapons often.
Nice. All right. Any joy
need
with
to
that
get
map
yourself
coming
a-
through?
No.
Yeah.
You need a claws of the something or other. Gives you at least +1 to hit and damage in your wild shape form as
Ooh,
well.
what? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Just-
For natural attacks, good for monks and for wild shape birds.
Mm.
The only way a brute can be surprised if Kalen's within 30 feet is it its magical sleep, I think.
Insignia of claws. That's what it's called.
Insignia of claws.
Ooh.
While wearing the insignia, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls you make with unarmed strikes and natural weapons. Such attacks are considered to be magical.
Oh, awesome. Alright, I definitely need that. And it's uncommon. And I would have to have a chat with Cam whether that's a utility or weapon.
It's a
Definitely
wondrous
sounds like
item.
yeah,
Gives
it's a
you
wondrous one.
bonus.
Mm,
Well, the other one is the Eldritch Claw tattoo. You'd almost want both of those.
yeah.
I love it. Oh, tattoo.
I have not done any looking into any of the tattoos.
Oh, they're pretty awesome.
While your tattoos on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for purposes of becoming immunity to resistance on magic attacks. You gain +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes.
Huh. So I should have gone looking for a tattoo when I saw
Monk.
we were in town.
No, it's a magical pin that you stick yourself with, and it forms a tattoo on your body.
Oh my god.
Right. Also uncommon.
Home tattoos.
Hmm.
Yay.
Nice.
It does something else as well. Bonus action, you can power the tattoo for 1 minute. During the duration, each of your melee attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can reach a target up to 15 foot away. As
Wow.
inky tendrils launch towards the target.
Hot
In addition,
damn.
your melee attacks deal extra 1d6 force damage on a hit. Can't be once per dawn. That's a nice item, especially for like a monk or a what you call it, or a wild shape
Yeah,
dude.
that's a nice little bonus. Oh shit, that was
Anyways.
for a full minute too.
Can anyone see the screen yet?
Any joy?
No.
Nope.
Nah,
Oh, that's weird.
I'm
Cam, have you given our icons like dark vision or something?
No.
Because all I can see so far is my. So all I can see is I can see my token at the bottom, but I think you need to give us like sight up to a certain distance or something.
Yeah,
I can't see anything.
I got nothing.
Oh, really?
no.
I can see my
Oh.
token.
Interesting.
That's weird. I literally just copied the tokens in. That's weird.
Yeah, but you may have
just-
the old versions on. I don't know. Because as a DM, you have extra stuff. Maybe just
Yes.
maybe it just says we can see in darkness or something like that. Give us vision or something, whatever it is.
Just turned off Fog of War. See if that makes a difference. Nope. What is going on?
Whose token are you working on?
No one's at the moment. I'm just trying to make sure that there's no Fog of War stuff
I
in the
would
way.
go to a token. So go to a token and see whether or not you can like give vision or light or whatever you call it. It's like all of those things.
Cool. I'll try.
See whether or not it
Sterling's
works from that end.
Boop, boop, boop.
You've moved
Dynamic.
in the middle of the screen.
Vision off. Vision on.
Yeah, but you maybe need other stuff there.
Yeah.
Like can see.
That's weird. I don't
It's
think
been a
I-
while since I've been in DM mode, so I know there's other vision options available on some of the other tabs or something.
Yeah, that's an odd one. I didn't think there was any dynamic lighting on this one, but that's odd. No, it should all be turned off. I can fix that. I can take care of that.
Other than that, is your map really like high? Like it is a. I mean, it's not a massive map,
No,
is
it's
it?
not massive. It's not massive. There's nothing that should be really killing it from that
'Cause I-
aspect.
Isaac, remember when we were doing Avernus? I think when Anthony loaded one map, it was so huge that it caused problems.
Oh, yes.
Other than that, I can't. If it's this doesn't look like it's a huge map.
No, it's not. It is not.
I just tried refreshing and I still
I
can't see
think
anything.
it is an older map, but that's okay. I can sort it out. But basically, the idea is that you've just got to get from a section in the north to everyone's got to make it to the south. There's 4 rounds to get down, but there's also a hold point, much like the last skirmish that we did, that if you hold that hold point, then that will ensure that you continue on for the next couple of rounds, or for the next round. So if you get to the end of round 4, but not everyone is down, you can get to the hold point so that people can get down to that final section down the bottom. So the whole idea is to basically escape. This is an ambush that's been sprung on you guys. So yeah, the whole idea is just escape, is just to get out of there. But unlike the last one, these guys aren't going to be such a pushover.
Okay.
You're basically up against another team or another party.
Actually, I do think this is a huge map because I've just zoomed to 100%. That's a lot.
There's
Should
there's a bit going
Yeah.
on, but
no,
I
it's
thought it
pretty
was
small.
loaded by now.
It's pretty small.
Yeah, no, it should have loaded by now.
All right, so we're entering into this with some of the parties still on the sleds and Kohler and Therman still on the elk.
Yep. No, everyone will start on the ground. So if you want to bring in extra stuff, then you'll have to roll to see what you pull out of the bag of holding, because this will be going into combat.
Okay, fair enough.
That's annoying that it's not coming up. Okay. All right. I shall fix that between now and our next session and try and figure out what the hell's going on with this map. But that was epic. Couple more things, another level up, and yeah, a big bad that I wasn't entirely sure was either going to be an interesting one or turn into a TPK, but hey.
Yeah, it was touch and go for a bit.
A little bit. I think it worked out pretty good. There
I
were
mean,
some.
what's the worst case scenario is like you could have TPK'd the whole party. We turned all into members of the Mons tribe and we just wandered on down the mountain.
Find the scene of a
Yeah.
massacre, we're like, well, that's weird. Loot a bunch of cool gear.
It's like,
Keep
hey,
going.
that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Will be Valletta, Felindrin, and Alexis regrouping.
What happened to those guys? Jesus.
Screw-
Oh, we can always, find Katana as well. He wandered off too.
Yeah.
I found it. Okay, I might have fixed the map. God
Yep.
damn
There we go.
legacy lighting shit. Die, you bastard.
What
Okay.
happened?
It was this is an older map that I utilized from ages ago, and it had some old lighting in play that was messing around with what was going on. That's annoying.
Well,
Oh, who knows if Mike is going to be there. So
Yeah.
the lay of the land is
Cam,
that-
Cam, can you
yeah.
Sorry, Cam, are you able to add people's names? Like
Yeah.
I can't see my name and I can't see a couple
See
others.
mine.
Let's see. Oh,
I can,
thought it ended
weirdly enough, I can
Sterling's.
see Laura and Kaylin. That's the only names I can see.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll just turn
I
on
can
the
see this.
nameplates.
Now I can see Sterling.
Yep, I've just come up now.
Can you see Nesna? Okay.
No,
He's never had a
Ah.
name.
it's a hit book.
Oh, hang on. Let me
Yeah.
check something in there real quick. Nameplate. Visible to everyone. Okay. Come back to that. Lara's okay.
Yeah.
If you guys die, just walk it off.
Tim,
Hello,
Caller
Steve
should
Rogers.
be available
since it's
as
before
well.
initiative's getting rolled as well, can I try that bag of tricks before we get into combat?
Yeah, sure. Give it a shot. We can roll
Wait,
them on
Are
up.
we doing this tonight or are we doing this next time?
We'll do it next
Ah,
time.
shit.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah, it's a setup.
And I feel
Oh.
like Simon
Yeah, you guys
missing
are-
out on two of them is. a bit-
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like him
Guys-
to
I'm
be
just
here
doing this
for
before
the
we
next
Guys,
get
just-
into the next one, and
Guys, just remember, you guys are leveled up, so all your hit points need to be fixed.
Yes.
Yes,
correct. Correct.
not alright. I don't even have a token, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Fix your
yours
hit
is-
points. Fix your
yours
hit
is
points,
a
Lara.
What's the 3? Shit, Badger.
Badger.
I think that is like the only one that I've found useless so far.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got nothing.
No,
Oh,
Badger.
Badger.
Badger is good for
I was
digging.
about to say, can't they
right?
tunnel?
If you need to tunnel underneath
It's got
something, Badger.
5 feet burrow speed.
doesn't matter. If you need to get somewhere, you just summon some badgers and go to a town.
Oh, that's fine.
I remember when my druid, when we wanted to invade Strahd's castle, I summoned giant badgers and we
Oh, the
tumbled our
giant
way
badge is
in.
great. I can get that too. Just the normal badges. Um, can I dismiss? Nope. All right. Well, we got him.
He's there. He's a giant badger. He'll come into play.
No, it's not a giant badger. It's a normal badger.
A normal badger. Oh.
Yeah, like the giant badger is actually useful.
It's John Badger.
3 normal badger.
He's so cute. He is cute. Look, I'm just going to paste him in here.
We even gave him a name. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, neither can I.
Um,
But he's cute.
Yep. Might have been Earthstrike. No, this one's just called Badger. We didn't like him enough to give him a name. Everything else has a name.
Aw.
What's the badger's name from Wind and...
What was that?
I just was like, maybe we could call him the badger from Wind in the Willows, but I can't remember.
I think his name was literally
Oh.
Badger. Oh, such an anticlimax. Damn it.
I went with Earthstrike the Strong from Redwall for the giant badger.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, we'll see what Sai's going to do for the next one, but we can see the green section at the top is the kind of beginning section for you guys, and you guys can lay out anywhere within that green section as you want. Your hold point is this weird shield and sword thing with wings thing over here, and then right at the end you've got the opposing team, so you get a look at them to try and surmise what the hell's going on in that side, but there's not much else. You can tell that they're drow. They definitely look very drow. Nesna would
Is
probably
it
have...
daytime?
No, definitely not daytime by now.
Crap.
Yeah, and now that we've got snowfall coming into the play, there's literally overcast seems to be in play right throughout the right throughout the next couple of days.
And are we rolling initiative before we start, or do we get a chance to prep everything and then...
We'll prep. So when we come into the next session, you guys can have some discussions over ideas on tactics, and I won't listen in. I won't be a part of that.
Oh, we're doing it like this again.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I'll have my own plan of attack that I'm going to put into play to try and stop you guys from reaching. So my objective is to stop you from all reaching this section down the bottom. And all I can say is that you really want to reach the section down the bottom.
Which section?
This green section down the bottom. So all of the party members by the end of either the 4th round or the other condition to finish the skirmish is to basically, if someone after the 4th round steps off that hold point, then the next round it ends. So if you in theory had everyone down here, everyone's in a good position, you have one lone person that's left on here and they fail to make it down within 1 round, fail. But if you guys manage to get everyone down within, I don't know, 3 rounds, then you've nailed it. You've got it. You've managed to escape.
Are these walls like proper walls, or are they just like high sort of
That's a
thing?
good point as well. So all of these walls will give you guys full cover. Anything that looks... Yep. So the whole idea is that this is quick, it's tight, and there's lots of cover. So it's going to work to your advantage, but it can also work to your disadvantage as well. You'll always, most of the time, you'll be able to see what's going on with your opponents, unless they use hide as their action. If they're a rogue, they might disappear for a section there. But the general gist is that you'll be able to see what's going on, but yeah, you've just got to haul butt to get down to the bottom as quick as possible, or have a way to quickly get down without getting caught up or made unconscious by your opposing team.
What is the sword and shield thing again? What's
So
the point
that's
of the whole?
yeah. The whole point, just make sure that you can continue on with further rounds. So if you're having a hard time making way, I don't know, a magic user hits someone with like hypnotic pattern, and you've got 3 people that are sitting there dumbfounded, then you might want to hold this point while someone rouses them, so that when you get to the 4th round, it's not game over. If someone's holding that point, round 5 goes ahead. Someone's still on that point, round 6 goes ahead, so on and so forth. So it's like an insurance policy if things aren't going well.
Well, thanks for putting it closer to our side than theirs. Because now I'm really worried about how strong you've made that other fucking party.
No, I mean that's not as helpful because it means. So hold on. I'm just go back a second. I lost consciousness, I think. So besides, okay, the one goal, everybody gets to the other side.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
If you do that, doesn't matter if you hold the other point or not, you still
Yep.
win.
Yes, that's right.
Right. Now, if you have one party, if you have everybody but some person holding that, everybody at the end goal but one person holding that point.
Yes.
Right. That person has their initiative to get to the end.
Correct.
Basically. He steps off and needs to get to the end to win.
Correct.
But whilst somebody is holding that point, nobody can win. Is
That's
that correct?
right. That's right. So if
So,
you've got
Right,
one
so-
person that's lagging behind and is being your anchor back in that position, you'd want to make damn sure that they can basically dash and misty step like a motherfucker.
I could make it.
Yep, that's true. Let me ask you this though:
Step and dash.
if all of the opponents are dead, it doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. If you
Yeah,
hold the point and wipe the rest of the team or the other team out, game over. They can't stop you.
Don't
Then-
think about it
Okay.
too much now, Sterling. We
One
gotta.
last question.
Oh.
One last question.
Yeah.
Let's say everybody but that one person makes it to the end, right?
Yes.
Once they pass that green line, are they like out of the zone, or can they still attack from that zone point?
Oh, so
Can they
if-
still do ranged attacks?
You can still attack. So if you've got like, say, how big's our party now? 7 people. If you've got 6 people that are kind of in this section, they're still attacking. They're still able to interact and help and basically.
Okay, so
have
they
a
can
path-
still throw
have a
ranged
path.
attacks and
Absolutely.
screw the other guys.
Yes,
All right. I mean, it's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, as long as
Yep.
they're in that end session by round 4, in theory, or if you've got someone in that whole point for God knows how long, then yeah, they've got free reign. Everyone, it's not like they disappear and run off. They get to hang back and try and get the rest of their team through. It's kind of like paintballing. Just because they're in that end zone doesn't mean that they're not able to keep peppering the crap out of everyone else that's on the field.
Well, it's only 80 feet to get through the broken walls to the actual green zone. But while we've got a badger that is completely useless for attacking, can we just dump the badger at the fucking hold zone and like,
Sacrificial badger.
I mean, you can just kill your own badger and pull out something else.
Well, I had a look and I
That's
can't
rough.
dismiss it, which means I would actually have to kill it.
That's
You need
rough.
to do what you need to do. Take it behind the woodshed and, tell Bambi to look the other way.
I was
Whack
gonna
'em
say, Stella,
all.
can I borrow your crossbow?
Sharpshoot.
Take him out the back and tell him to think of the rabbits.
Yeah.
Sterling could just throw a fireball at it.
Skip, no, that's a waste of a resource.
At
Skippy's gone to a farm. I mean, you carry an axe, don't you? Even, anyway. I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's a good point. Well, if we can prep, I got a 25% chance of being able to send 2 giant elks their way, which most of us could just ride straight down the middle.
Stop strategizing in front of Cam.
Alright, that's fine. Look, it doesn't matter if Cam hears.
No.
It's your DM's not supposed to screw players just because they It's fine.
Yeah, there's also not much he could do about that.
Just remember, with the giant elk, you were riding the elk out of combat and coming into combat here. You've only got the badger now.
Oh yeah, no, I know. That's what I mean. I can pull 3 balls out of that bag, so I've got a 25% chance of getting another one. I can conjure one now as a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, I think if we flood it with Belgars and other bullshit, that will help to, we have 6 things. Let's say there's 7 of us. Let's just say there's now 10 of us attacking there. How do I put this gently? Like if we just keep gang banging one of them at a time.
Sorry?
Because we don't even need a party wipe. If we can get all 6 of us into the
I
end
know,
zone.
but I'm saying though that if we concentrate on one of their enemies one at a time, like like until it's dead, and then move on to the next one, we
In
might
other
be
words,
able to.
pick them off one at a time.
Yeah,
It's a
I like
tactic.
my
It's a
terminology
tactic.
better.
I
like
really
what-
don't. I really,
Really?
don't.
Are you actually offended by it?
No. I'm just shaking my head, even though I know none of you can see it.
I can.
Alright,
I
so
can
we
feel
gotta
it. I
shoot
can
Simon
feel it.
messages and tell him to get ready for the gangbang next week.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Simon, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Nobody give him any other context.
No.
We're gonna gangbang a couple of enemies next time.
No, just sorry, get ready for the gangbang.
Oh shit.
all right. Just to let you guys know, in May-ish, 17th or so, I'm away. I don't know if that's our on week or not. I'm away back in Melbourne for another week.
Okay. No, that's all
In
good.
fact, I think I don't know if it's a Monday to Saturday. I'm quite
Let
can't
me
remember.
bring up my calendar and I can tell you.
So-
So when are you away till?
I think I'm from the 17th to the 23rd.
No, we're playing again on the 15th.
You'll
Okay,
you'll
that's
miss
good then.
some Friday.
The Simon's Friday.
hmm
Yeah, it's fine.
But you got 2 sessions between now and then.
Yep. Assuming I don't get trapped in
Oh,
fucking Melbourne
Jesus.
again. Yay.
Jesus. I should probably point out
Actually,
that
I have
I might
spent-
be out of action around the 31st because baby.
Of May?
Yes.
Of May?
Of May.
Yes. The
Okay.
little gremlins.
The
are
little
on
guy.
it.
It's another dice goblin.
Don't,
Yay.
don't worry.
Oh god.
But it's
don't
a,
worry.
it's a guy. It's a boy.
It's a little boy. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
one
It's a
of
little
each.
dude. Yeah. Matching pair.
Look, Cam, don't worry about it. If you want, we'll bring all the stuff to the hospital. We can play while you're
Perfect.
there. That's fine.
Perfect.
Wait.
I was going to say in-person game, right?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure your wife will love it.
Ah, sure,
Oh, we've got a session on the 29th. Are you booked in for the 31st or are you due on the 31st?
No, we're booked in for the 31st. So yeah, we're doing a planned arrival instead of the hey, let's wait and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, but
Should we do it?
so the 21st we may or may not have a session, maybe.
Yeah.
Should we do a double up session on the 21st and 22nd? Simon's campaign, then Cam's campaign. That way he just doesn't have to worry about the 29th at all.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Fair enough.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean,
I have a
yeah, you got a little
sneaking
bit.
suspicion I'm playing other D&D that day.
Ooh. Cool.
Out of interest, Cam, this is fine. It's just like we're just trying to like make plans and so forth.
Yeah.
Are you after the baby's born? Are you like out of commission for a period of time?
I'm
Sorry, my
not
phone started ringing.
sure
It kicked
yet.
me out of the conversation.
I'm not sure yet. I
Sorry.
don't think so.
It's fine. I mean, all right. Look. I mean, it's no thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's not. You know, we totally understand. we just, maybe your wife has said to you, no, you need to be available for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, or
Yeah.
if you haven't made plans, we just play by ear. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. I think it's a little bit of play by ear, but look, a lot of the other stuff that I would usually do outside of work has all come to a halt now anyway. So I don't think these sessions are going to stop. I think we're going to be able to continue on with them.
I thought you
but
were
I mean,
out for a month.
Yeah. Look, if you need it, like, also, I'm sure that everyone else, but if you you want us to bring anything over, like,
Oh, that's awesome.
make you a meal, drop it at your place or
Thanks,
whatever,
man. That's
don't
epic.
hesitate to ask.
No, that's wonderful. No, it's going to be amazing. I have my mother-in-law and my mum here, which is going to be epic. They're going to be extremely
Aw.
helpful.
Yeah,
Gonna
good luck
be
on that one,
nice.
pal.
Yeah,
God.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like, oh, double mum. Damn. No, it's going to be cool.
I mean, this is your second one, so you know what
It
you're
is,
doing.
yeah.
So,
We're braced.
Apparently, people keep saying the second is worse than the first.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't say that to him.
I've never
I
heard
know.
that, but
I
now I'm
have
curious.
no illusions.
The first baby is always so well behaved and so nice as they get older. The second one is always a terror.
Yep. Second child syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you in that? Where are you in that lineup?
I'm the terror.
Jess? All right. There we go. Alright. By the way, I don't know if anybody know. Tomorrow, Northern Boards in the afternoons running a Learn to Paint.
Oh, nice.
But I did want to do a painting session at some point in the next month or two, if people were interested.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Especially with your bag of
So-
swag as well.
Yeah, no, I got tons of paints, like shitloads of paint, no problem.